You keep using this word danger. I'm not in danger. I am the motherfucking danger. Yeah. Rusty Rue on the mic site. He's gonna keep it tight. Do it big like Frank White. I could have been a rapper. I could have been. I just chose not to be, what's the word? Talented, I think is the word. I believe the word is talented. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for listening. Pop the Balloon Reaction Show. Me versus my bullshit. Home is the bullshit. Visitor is me learning to become. Pop the Balloon Reaction. Something new for her.
I like to do anything creative, anything hands-on. I love to sing. I like to write. I do photography. It's like my paid hobby.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. And what do you look for in a man?
I look for someone who is emotionally intelligent, someone who has a good, great deal of respect and love for their mother, someone God-fearing, someone who is just an all-around good guy, honest, sense of humor. I love to laugh. That's pretty much it.
Okay. What are some of your deal breakers?
So what did you notice right away? Remember we talked before about listening. We're just going to try to just add every week. What are you seeing? To me, the skin's a little dry. I like the way she talks. Good posture. This could be her hair. I don't know. I'm not a hair master. I like the dress. It's kind of sexy. It's a little risque, but that's all right. She worked hard in the gym. Why not? Fake eyelashes, I saw. Is this your cup of tea? Is it not? Remember, we talked about women who are pretty and women who are... You can fuck them. You would enjoy it. And then there's like, I want to beat the brakes off that shit. So, what do you like about her? What do you not like about her? Then we got to set that aside. We can enjoy it. God gave us fucking eyes. Then we got to set it aside. We got work to do.
Deal breakers. If you don't drive, because I drive. Also, someone who is emotionally unstable, confrontational. Someone who has bad hygiene. I like a man who smells good because I smell good. So, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay, sounds good. So we have not got, we did get a pop balloon. Okay, I totally missed it. Let's go over here. Your name and age.
Oh my goodness. Okay, first of all, whatever this guy is doing, including the slumped shoulders and the too tight fists, do not copy it. I don't know what happened. Don't copy whatever the fuck this guy's doing.
Joshua, 35.
And Joshua, what do you do?
I'm a performance coach, high school performance coach.
Okay, very cool. So why did you end up popping your balloon?
Why did you choose this outfit?
Too much makeup, the hair, just a few things. I'm a feet person. Not really a feet person, but I don't really like her feet either, but she's pretty cool though.
Okay, all right. So now, is he someone that's your type?
Not initially. Not really feeling the outfit at all. A little stubby on the beard, but that's about it.
I really have no words with the Cuban link on too. Don't do it. Just don't do it. And then don't talk shit right behind it. How ridiculous.
All right, so we still do have quite a few
There we
guys
go.
left. So let
There
me
we
hand you a
go.
pick. Okay. Hang on to that. And I'm going to have you pop. Let's just go with one balloon. Go ahead and pop one balloon.
Okay. Oh.
Remember, women don't like to be
Okay.
bad people, even
right, if
though
we can
we
have your
paint them
name and
out to
age.
be. The reality is that we're not. They're not.
36.
And Mackenzie, what do you do?
We don't care why she rejected him. That's got nothing to do with nothing. Keep it positive. Thank you for being a man. It ain't easy.
So, are you dating for marriage? And if
Too much of the tipping back and forth. I don't care for when. Just too much kind of a performance. Kind of watch her tip back and forth.
so, what would be your ideal wedding song?
What?
All right. Your name and age.
Brandon, 38.
And Brandon, what do you do?
I'm an account executive for a national equipment company. I've been doing it for 13
Today
years.
is a special.
So, are you dating to marry?
It's
First
our
question. And
anniversary.
if you are, what would be your wedding song?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I am dating to marry. Here for intentions. Wedding song, I don't know
weird
right
fucking
now. I gotta
question.
think about it.
Okay.
You know, some old school though. Some old
Okay.
school. You know, Love Felt, something like that.
Don't.
Your name and age.
Girl, you look good once you back there. See, you could have had some playful with it right there. There was places to go with it. Something new for her. Something new for her. We need somebody who can cut through the noise in the 2-5. It's dudes in the DMs. It's dudes at the mall here and there. It's dude at work. It's a nigga from high school. It's a gay best friend. How do you cut through the noise on this bitch? Something new for that ass. Think about it. We'll come back to it.
Named Jermaine Jordan. I am 33 years old.
And what do you do?
I'm an aviation technician.
Okay, if you want to go ahead and answer her question.
I'm dating to marry, but as far as wedding song, I'm not sure. Probably Alicia Keys, something Alicia Keys.
Okay.
What?
I like Alicia.
Thank you. Your name and age.
What's up? My name's Javon. Everybody call me Shooter. And you say, am I dating to marry? I am for sure dating to marry. If I don't wedding song, you know, back in the day, everybody say I sound like Usher a little bit. So it'll be you got it. First, I wouldn't turn up, but for you, you fine as hell. I sing it right now for you right now.
Ooh.
You got it bad. Y'all ready? Y'all want to hear this?
I would love to hear it.
Ready? All right.
Let's go ahead and start the brothers off with that one because the rest of it was pretty nothing. We shouldn't even score. It wasn't nothing to score. Bunch of non-memorable motherfuckers. But this dude is at least memorable. The fits have been clean enough so far. You know, he looks like he works out a little bit of sense of a humor.
You got it bad.
Okay.
When you on the phone, hang up and you call right. See that I can't get. You gotta hear the rest later, man.
Ooh, okay.
You got it.
Javon, we didn't catch your age.
Okay, I'm 31, and like I said, I do on the hottest party bus company in Atlanta, Slaughterhouse Party Bus, and you know what I said. That's what it is.
Okay, thank you. Let's go on over here. Your name and age.
You can do a little bit too much with the goofy, funny type shit. It to me, to my mind, it wanders into a gay best friend territory. We just laugh and laugh. We need something new. We need to know what the new masculinity looks like. We need someone who's not judgmental, not sensitive, doesn't want to control her or be her fucking father. Doesn't want to tell her who she is, knows who the fuck he is more concerned about what we're going to be fucking getting into than showing out, doing the most, or telling her what she has to do to please him. Nobody wants to be told what they're going to have to do to be pleased. The red pill is all so backward. We talked about last week a positive mindset. He at least had a positive mindset in the fact that he was funny. Probably in the lead so far.
Age.
Kevin, 32.
And Kevin, what do you do?
All right.
I work in quality management for the largest HVAC distributor in the country.
Okay. I like great eye contact. You got to love that. The eyes communicate a message, man. I almost called this the power of communication because sometimes you got to let yourself speak before you even get in her ear with something. You know, she going to be listening with her eyes. She checking out everything. But, you know, he's kind of standing like a soldier. He's standing straight up, look her dead up. Look at the eye contact. You got to respect it. Well, right? How we gonna fuck? We don't even make good eye contact. I'm saying to you, fuck her with the eyes. Start there. Right? If this was a love song, you know, you might start off just staring at her for about 10 seconds. Audience gets a little nervous. What's he doing? Why is he staring at this old girl over here? He says, normally I don't do this, but a very special lady is in the house tonight. You see, but you know he's going to be looking at her dead up. Let her know. There's something new. Mister, your welcome is here. Something new has entered the building. He just carries himself a little different. What are we talking about? We're talking about posture, head back, shoulders right, good clothes. You already heard her talk about hygiene. I think hygiene is vastly underestimated. I done seen motherfuckers. Some bitch was talking the other day about a nigga nails. I had to look at my nails. Like I chew my shit, but you know, dirty nails, right? Which is a thing, which is an actual, yeah, I've heard women say that before. But do I care enough about myself to continue giving a fuck, continue eating right, continue looking good, buying fresh fashion, fresh clothes, or do I just let it all go? And I admit I'm no clothes horse. I don't think you have to have 1,000 outfits in the closet, but is it clean? Is it crispy? Did we iron today? Did we take care in how we present ourselves to the world?
If you want to go ahead and answer
Let
the
them
question.
know.
I do everything with intention.
All right now.
But if
I
I
like
had
that
a
answer.
wedding song, it would probably be Giveon Garden Kisses.
Okay.
Scott over
we
here.
were doing good. What happened? Even if you like Giveon, which I don't care for his voice, but you have to be very careful if we immediately introduce a lot of samesies, right? I was talking with my lady about this because she goes on and on about that vulnerability bullshit, right? And I'm just like, no. Like, I'll admit I'm flawed. I'll tell you a story from the childhood, but all this, we gonna cry together. And I don't think that's not what they mean. What they really mean is she's seen more of you than anybody else has seen. And she's seen that you ain't perfect. And she's seen a lot of times like, hey, I'm struggling. Could you help me? I get off the boat at that part. Struggling and, hey, I'm weak. Can you pick me up when I can't go on? Because down the road, it's just not going to play. I don't need no doubt down the road. Does Russ think he can handle this? Or does he still got the childhood baggage on this one? Is he going to cry and fall apart like he has been for the past 3 days? They really don't respect weakness. There's no way around it. Nice guy, bad guy. We talked about that last week. But we know they do not respond to weakness. There's so fucking many reasons for that, least of all sexually, that I don't even want to deal with it right now. I could go on for 3 hours talking about why safety and security and a rock solid strong man is way more of a turn on than anything fucking else. Maybe confidence, maybe sexual talent, if you will, sexual pleasure for her, right up there. Direction, but there's very few things that I'll say are more than important than that. But I like the way he said it. But with the kisses, if it's not inherently masculine sounding, we can't really get a fit for polarity. We can't really get a fit for, oh, I'm going to go on a fresh new adventure with a new man. If I meet a girl and she says, hey, you want to come over? And I say, okay, cool. And, I'm real vague apparently, and I don't want to make any plans. So I'm like, cool. That means she wants me to fuck, right? I didn't lead. I didn't clarify. I didn't give her a time limit or a schedule or expectations about what I thought was going to happen. I didn't ask her about her house. I didn't get a sense of the layout. I don't know what I'm walking into. I'm not prepared at all to fuck, really. I might have brought a condom. I've done that stupid shit. Condom, me, enough. We need, but I get over there, excuse me. And she, let's say I smoke, I don't. We do a little smoky smoke. We spark it up. We get it chipping and chopping. And then she says, what's up, my nig? We about to play this Madden or what? I'm not as attracted right now. I'm not going to be as attracted right now because it sounded real dudeish. I want a woman that sounds real female. She wants a man who presents as masculine. He is masculine. Garden kisses? Nah, not at my wedding. Not at my wedding. With my fucking family and friends. Garden kisses? I'll never hear the end of it.
Your name and age?
I'm Daviel.
Okay.
And
This is
Daviel.
what I'm talking about. That voice right there. Let's give a 5 for the presentation. It's interesting. It's interesting. It's unique. We need some good eye contact. We need a little flavor. But yeah, we brought the baritone. We brought some man with us.
What do you do?
I'm a welder / fabricator.
And if you want to go ahead and answer her question.
I mean, I'm old school, so I'm gonna probably play that "Promise" by Jagged Edge. You know what I'm saying?
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, again, it's a lot. Welder, what's it gonna make? 70. The teeth ain't beautiful. Not even the beard is even rough in here and there. But he looked him dead up. We had the voice. It was working for us. She feeling it. This is great. This is what it is. This wasn't magical. Now, what could you have done with anything as a man? There's room for clarification. It's not always why. I used to say that a little bit too, I and why, which I do believe that a man must think in his own mind. He must know the why. The why does not always have to be revealed. Sometimes it's even better. If I tell you, yo, I only drive Hondas, man. That's my shit right there. You get a Honda, you know, you could look real smooth with it, but it's going to last you 15 years. I don't have to go, my dad one time, we drove in a Honda, and I've been driving a Honda. I don't have to get into that. He just said, I like a little bit of old school. You know what? I fuck with Jagged Edge, really. Right? I can keep it masculine. I don't have to go, well, it's just a song that touches our souls and all this bullshit. Well, I still got to stay with that meat, that man shit. I'll put mac sauce on it later, but I need the meat in the sandwich. I brought man, something new that no one else brought on the panel. Continue.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, let's head on back. So I'm going to have you pop. Let's go with 2 balloons.
Can't we talk?
I don't know.
I know it's tough.
Yeah, you're going down, buddy.
Okay, and one more.
I don't know.
Just
Okay.
Okay, so it was really, really tough, but come on over here. So why was your balloon unpopped?
she's beautiful. She's gorgeous.
Yeah. We don't care why you popped the balloon. She popped. Well, let's see what she says about old boy. He didn't really make much of an impression. The hair's kind of all over the place.
All right, and why'd you end up popping his?
Because I had to. I had to narrow it down, but honestly, I love the hair. I love the
Okay.
simplicity and the way you put your outfit together. The nose rings, not necessarily my thing. So Just that.
Okay.
But he's a gorgeous guy for someone else. I'd probably hook you up with my friend.
You know, and you can't be mad at that. It's tough to hear it. No one likes to be told no. No one likes to be told no like 10 times in a row. Go out and get rejected by a bunch of women. Yeah, but don't just throw up jump shots just to say you threw them up. However, he wore a nose ring. You know there's going to be just as many bitches that go for a nose ring. So he got tattoos. She might not like the tats. Some women are going to go crazy for the tats. You have to like who you are. You can't apologize. You need to stop apologizing to people, even if, especially on the internet, it is apology. Everything you reel, it's somebody giving advice. I understand. I know. And then I have a house, and I mastered this, and I mastered this, and I mastered this, and I did this, and I'm funny here. Everybody seems like they have these dazzling lives. And I'm just me. I'm just, I'm doing my thug thizzle. I'm doing all right. I don't put all my business on the street. Maybe my life isn't. No. I don't have to apologize. Least of all, me versus my bullshit. I'm not apologizing to me. Oh, she turned us down. Okay, damn. I apologize, Russ. We're pieces of shit today. I wish we'd change up and be better for them today. We should feel bad about ourselves today. Almost wearing an apology as you talk to people. Hey, Russ, how are you doing today? Oh, pretty good. Halfway through. How you doing? And I've also done this too, where I'm like way more excited for like the good-looking woman's weekend story, which is horribly boring. Oh, I went on a boat with my friends, and then we went to a movie, Mission Impossible. It was so good. Oh my God, have you seen it? Oh my God, it was so good. You should definitely see it. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go next week. No, I don't care for Tom Cruise movies. The nigga's like 60,000 years old now. He's like 65. Why is he always running? What problem? What problem in the world is being solved by him running? A 65-year-old white man, he's gonna run just a nick in time. Never mind. Don't be a hater.
Thank you. Okay, let's head on back. So we do have 3 guys left. Go ahead and ask them another question.
Do you have children? And if so, how many mamas?
This is not a question. Probably on this, I probably would get away from it by saying something like, I don't like to put my business on the street for you two. I do have children, but that's as much as I'm going to do. But in the sake of a conversation, I would just answer straight up. There's anything else is going to feel like hiding, right? Well, it don't really matter because, we don't need to worry about that. It feels like you're hiding. Why would you not be proud of your children? This is where you're just going to have to take it in the teeth. It doesn't, if it's like 3 baby mamas, you're probably priced out, but nobody made a huge impression yet. So you could forgive some things. A charming motherfucker going to get away with a lot of shit. A good-looking nigga going to get away with a lot of shit. A nigga that really piping bitches down, he going to get forgiven on a lot of shit. A square nigga with nothing going on, yeah, you're going to have to be grade A and whatever the fuck.
Hey, so how many kids and how many mamas?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Do you have any children? If so, how many and how many baby mothers?
I do have kids.
Okay.
I just had twin boys.
Just?
Yeah, I had it's one baby mama. Twins out the gate. Twins running my family though. I got a lot of.
He doesn't need to apologize for his sons. And I wouldn't want to live in a world where one day my son were watching this and then had to come back and say, wow, it kind of sucked that my dad apologized to some random bitch about me. I'm proud. I'm the proud father of 2 young boys. I'm bringing in some strong, beautiful black men for the future ladies to get some love from. I love making them. I love having them. They're great.
Twins in my family. So
That's
I mean,
interesting.
you look like you want some twin. I might
Wow, are
not-
you a mind reader?
I could tell. You look like you want some twin girls.
Too much. I would love it if as a straight answer. Remember, a man. I would say with a man, it's just less. You know what? I'm trying to think how I want to put it. I hate the word stoic because I know what they think it means. Like he's calm and he never does anything. And to a certain extent, they got to know that the wolf is still the wolf, the lion is still the lion, right? But all these goofy faces that he's making, and we'll back it up here just a second. I don't need that. I don't need that. I could get a lot more distance on just staring the bitch dead up. And not really putting a lot of thought. Like I'm trying to think like if I was at a bar, like I wouldn't put all this kind of thought making these weird faces. You know what I'm saying? They say you look like you need some twins. You know, you don't even have to react. Just let her hold it, right? Sometimes you just let her hold it. I don't even want to call that advanced, but the ability to not give away the game and to kind of like, look, you don't have to like me. Like there's a certain sense of, you definitely gonna like a nigga. You definitely need to get your mind open, your legs open, your ears open. I'm back. I'm brand new. I'm something new for that ass. But at the same time, number one, it's also something a little old. Probably had a father or a grandfather like that. The Rock. That never went anywhere. As much as I give people shit for traditional blah, blah, blah. The Rock of the family never went anywhere. I don't want to hear one fucking bitch say different. Oh, I intend to be the Rock for... No, my mother was the Rock. No, the father is the Rock. Fuck that shit. I done seen the way y'all boo-hoo at a father's funeral. Niggas fall out after a father's funeral. Oh my God. At a mother's funeral, people are sad. At a father's funeral, motherfuckers is just shook. We don't give enough credit to men, and I have been poorly doing that. I love women. I am very much into women empowerment and women's safety and security. I hate all the Diddy shit. I hate all the Tory Lane shit. But I don't get it twisted. Men are still motherfucking needed. Don't get it fucking twisted. This goofy shit, though, we got to take points off. It's too much. Watch. It's too much.
We could tell. You look like you want some twin girls. We could
All right, let's go. What about over here? Do you have any?
It's too much. If he'd have just backed off it, I think he's right there. You know, sometimes what is that me versus my bullshit? Probably insecurity in comparison with the other men. He's a little on the bigger side, but he kind of this might have been something from high school too. He cuts up with a bitch. You a trip. You a damn trip. And then, you know, laughter does work with women to a certain extent. He plays his way in, does what he does. You know, if he just had twins, though, something already went wrong with the baby mom. And I bet she heard that too. Women are AI observers. They drink it all in, and every single answer tells them another story. This is where cats with the mouthpiece, they stack, right? Mouthpiece 1, mouthpiece 2, mouthpiece 3. Ding, 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 ding. Plus the physical, plus the hygiene, plus he smells good, plus he's slick with it, plus he's completely comfortable with who he is as a man. You're not going to stop me, right? Well, what's the problem with a lot of cats? I got a rock collection at home, and, you know, it's kind of like it's something that's interesting, some of it's not interesting. Let's let it play. I told myself I was going to let it play longer this time, so I'm going to try to do that.
Kids, how many if you do, and how many baby mothers?
I have 2 by 2 baby mothers, so.
Okay.
Thank you. And what about over here?
Daviel, 39, 2 kids, 1 baby moms. 10 to 12. Naomi and Nori, I love you.
That was sweet.
All right, so let's come back.
Haters. Haters. Oh, hating asses. Suck it, loser. Why you gotta hate? Why they make these faces? Check this out. Why your boy make this face? Let's look.
That was sweet.
All right, so let's come back. And what about for yourself?
You like this nigga.
Do you have any kids?
I do.
You do? Okay.
I'm a mommy.
All right, how many kids?
1.
1. Okay, sounds good. So I am going to have you pop 1 balloon.
You know I'm coming.
All right, so why was your balloon unpopped?
She's absolutely gorgeous. I couldn't find anything wrong with her, so.
Okay. Why'd you end up popping his?
I love the
See how he kind of stepped back with it? Like, I kind of like this. I was surprised he didn't make it. You see how he kind of stepped back with it? Like, I kind of like a dude that's just like, you know, I like an aggressive nigga that cause trouble. You know what I mean? I kind of like a nigga that, like, he just kind of laid back with it. Like, I'm going to be all right either way. So choose a nigga, don't choose a nigga. You know what I mean? Like, you kind of got that. I don't know. I don't know what I just like the way he sold it.
look, right? Down to the shoes, everything is good.
Right.
But the 2 baby mamas is just not going to give for me, you know?
Situation's cool though, you know?
You know?
Always.
It's just a lot to deal with. So.
I don't believe this for a second. Baby mamas means you're fucking. I don't have kids. So people look at me and they go, oh, you know, in the 40s, no kids, what you doing? You fucking? Don't worry about that department. But he's fucking. And if he's smooth with it, she'll circle the block on this shit. You could circle the block on, what do they call it, Instagram. Right, definitely could. I don't think he's priced out at all to my mind. She felt the fit. The only thing she wants is the 2 baby moms. Bitch, you got a kid. See, this is the problem too. Women ain't perfect. And when she comes out of this dress, she probably real normal looking, right? The eyebrows come off. And I'm not saying that to be a hater. You look like shit. I'm saying it from the perspective of you don't have to make her the end equation to your fucking dreams. Like she could be the thing of my dreams. She could, oh my God. You know what? It's just not worth it. Like, I like the way he just kept it. Like, it's a cool situation. I got 2 baby moms. What? I'm not going to give you the whole bull. Look, I got a lot of love to give. Can you feel me on that one, brother? It's about just how he carried it, but just spitting it straight at her, looking her dead up the whole time. I'm fucking with it. Like, that's the only way I'm gonna know if I get the signals, if she fucking with a nigga, is if she looking at me as much as I look at her. Let her turn away first and giggle and blush. Then I'm cool. I'm gonna win the eye contact war. Now, if it's somebody I don't fucking know, don't be a fucking weirdo. But in a conversation, I'm looking dead up. I'll look off here and there, but I'm working hard on looking dead up. Because I want to pay attention and drake this beautiful bitch in. First of all, she looked good. The fuck else you gonna be looking at? But also, I ain't scared of shit. You know, if you was gonna get in a fight with a nigga and you start whooping, you know, you ever seen a nigga that like look down at the ground and start shaking his head, rubbing his hands together? He ain't doing nothing. Right? But and then there's always a dude that wolf too much. Whoa, what? Let's get it. What? Let's go right now. What? Maybe worrisome, maybe not worrisome. But the dude that's just sitting there looking at you, like, listen, we don't really have to do all this talking. If you wanted to step outside and discuss it like that, this is the dude I'm worried about. Maybe he shuffles his feet a little bit. Watch his feet. Because if he gets into a nice stance, the nigga know how to fight. No, if he fighting flat-footed, we're in the problem. But if he square up a little bit.
That's fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. All right.
Watch his
Just
feet.
Stay right here. So there are two guys here. So our two guys left.
Watch the
Any questions
shoulders.
for her?
Y'all go.
You ready? Okay. Let's go
Okay.
over here.
So I want to know, like, what was a white lie that you told your partner in a relationship that you thought would save the relationship?
That would save the relationship.
So have you ever told your partner a white lie because you thought it would save the relationship?
I don't even know what that means. To me, this is like a personal story. People, this is something else to really think about. People are very self-centered. You ever notice that people say, you attract who you are? And that's why I love myself, and that's da-da-da. Okay, women attract narcissists, right? And narcissists are great with women. Women are narcissistic. It's not bad. Just about everybody is narcissistic. The narcissist is truly narcissistic, number one. He believes in all the crazy shit narcissists think about themselves. Women kind of use that as like the person that kind of is that front-facing advocate that can go in the world. You hear a lot of women talk about imposter syndrome. Why am I talking about all this? Well, this question, and I forget what this. It was just a stupid question. Let me. I just lost where I was going with that.
Thought it would save the relationship.
Yeah, he just asked the bullshit. First of all, it's negative-minded. If it's negative-minded, he doesn't always think about positive outcomes and positive behaviors. Why would I, the very first time I met this sexy ass bitch that I want to put on the floor right now, clear these goofy niggas out, fold one of those legs over the crook. I'm just going to put it right over the leg, get it right in the pocket, get the legs bent, get both hands on the calves, both of them, right? And I'm also going to smack some ass too. I might pick her up and smack some ass, right? I'm gonna go to town. I am not thinking about the fucking white. What would I possibly gain from that? Positive thinkers also think in terms of opportunity. They also think in terms of location. They plan ahead. You ever notice a lot of men, including myself, did not have, especially this red pill. They just, well, if you're 34, you hit the wall, and if you're 31, you're not mature, and if you're 18, you're just right, but you can't only have 1.4 bodies, and if you have more than that, you're a whore. It's like, okay, cool. The 0.6% of bitches that can qualify to fuck you, fucking Adonis, the guy who lives in the fucking basement. You know, you probably should think a little bit more positively about women. But he's got a negative mind which asks that negative ass question. I think this will turn her off. She might not know why. But things start to add up. He was real smooth and real confident. Remember I talked about the niggas with the mouthpiece, they were adding points. Well, what started to happen with his stock? It started to drop. Okay? Now, because we're unreliably whatever. Remember, we started up, and now we're going to go a little bit down like this. Now, what's going to happen is question marks are going to happen. You see Arlette kind of going, question, what does that mean? What are you doing with that? This is not good for her. She's already got questions and doubts and insecurities and crazy. This is not good, because now we're not thinking about getting some dick, getting banged up against one of these walls back here. Now we're thinking about, well, what does that mean? Did he get hurt? Why would he ask that? Am I not sexy enough? Right? If a woman has 5 emotions, she's got 10 questions. She's got 7 insecurities. We need a man here. I'll take anything positive. Would you describe yourself as a great kisser? If you found the perfect man, how many times would you want to have sex today? This is a TV show, so I'm going to go a little bit out of pocket with it. I'm going to have a little fun with it. But I think in terms of what the fuck I want to do with this bitch. Not, we get a relationship. Is there going to be some white lies?
Have I done that? I don't think so, actually.
Okay.
Yeah. I've never been the reason why a relationship needed to be saved per se. So I don't know. I don't think I have an answer to that.
Okay.
Do you have any question?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, let's go over here.
Oh yeah, so I just want to ask, like, how big are you with family dynamics? Because I'm really big with family. You know, family is everything. Like, so, shout out to my sister. She just graduated with her master's today. Jazzy, look, we proud of
Congrats,
you.
sis.
Yeah, okay, say it with your chest. But yeah. So I want to know, like, your family dynamics. How does that work? Like, let's tell me.
I'm going to give him points because he clarified why it was important to him. It was a little bit more detail for her to hold. Past that, this was nothing. Who gives a good fuck about her family dynamics? Yes, before I've talked, getting to know the woman, she's not just a piece of meat. I hear you, and I agree wholeheartedly. She's a human being. I might ask about that on a date just to kind of figure out her background and how she thinks about the world and what's important to her. Getting to know her, letting her express who she is as a woman. In this short of context, I don't have this kind of time. If I have a bus stop and the bus is slowly rolling up, and let's say I can tell this is her bus, I don't have all the time to be like, so do you like the bus or do you come here a lot on the bus? Look, yo, check this out. Go ahead. I want to do it. Let me introduce myself. I've seen you here before. I had to say something real quick in case I never get to see you again. Listen, my name is Russell. I would love to invite you out to drinks one lovely evening. All you got to do is bring this sexy body of yours and a beautiful smile and great attitude, and we're going to have the time of our lives. Take my number before we get on this bus. Introduction, and then I got to get straight to the invitation. Let's exchange the information so we can talk a little bit more to see if we can really build this chemistry. I'm definitely feeling you. Letting her know, and then but if you're gonna say if you feel her, what did you feel about her? What's going on? Like, can we get somewhere? But I gotta make us quick and impact. And even that wasn't wonderful. I'm not saying, well, that was the max shit right there. What I'm saying is that I've got to get to it. The more I put into that 30-second blah, 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 I'm going to be a lot better off, aren't I? Excuse me. Are there weight to my words? The way that I ask the words. This is where they talk about nonverbal, but I would say nonverbal is just the part of your communication that wasn't spoken out loud. Communicating who I am as a man. What the possible future with me would be, communicating my interests, communicating my sexual desire. I don't need to go R-rated with this shit, but look, bitch, I'm not doing this so I can get to know your fucking family. I don't want to know the family fucking tree. I want to fuck you against the tree.
Talk to me.
Well, family or relatives?
Whatever you call family. What's family to you? Let me
I
know.
like to spend time with my chosen family, I would say. Like, I have my daughter, and then I have the cousins that I like and the aunts that I like, but I'm not like a huge relative person. I like a close-knit family. So whoever I'm close with is who I like to be around. And I do love to do like family outings and go places with family, do gatherings and barbecues. I like stuff like that too.
This feels professional to me, like she's trying to be seen. I don't really care about any of this answer. I don't see it, but maybe there's a connection. I don't feel it right now.
Okay. All right, so you say you had one kid, right?
Yes.
And you say your kid was how old?
She will be 4 next month.
For next month. So I know I told you about my situation, and I know it kind of like you made a little face. And
Did I?
I got 2 beautiful boys. They like.
Here went a negative. What do we talk about? It's all got to add up. Okay, well, he was doing kind of good with a little jokey joke. He's been sexually hinting at things. And then we got these little faces, and then we got some sensitivity. Sensitivity's not good. We're taking points. We're taking points! But sensitivity, me versus my bullshit, I am not secure in who I am. I saw her make a face, and now that bothered me and scared me. Remember, everybody's emotional and think in terms of emotions. Don't get away from that. I know you. No, I'm a man. I don't have emotions. What does that mean? Do you like the Cowboys? Man, fuck them niggas. You know, look, we've all got that. Oh, here they go with the black women. Okay, again, everybody got emotions, right? Those red pill niggas, depression, anger, jealousy, you name it, sensitivity, insecurity, doubt, curiosity, all of it. Different emotion. I know curiosity is not an emotion, but it's all colliding together. But that's what the red pill does. It creates doubt. Doubt creates a need for security instead of going to yourself or a mentor or therapy to gain the security. Who do you run right back to? The people doing the talking. Reaffirm my identity. Tell me I'm special again. Tell me how much we hate women again. Today, can we talk badly about women today? Great. Here's $25.
Like some little models, you know. So
Okay.
How do you feel about that?
Well, I'm a photographer, right? So I'll probably try to take pictures of them. But I don't mind it. I mean, you did say you had one child's mother. And the ironic thing is, I actually want twin boys, like of my own, though. I don't have any sons.
Twin girls?
No, I have a girl already. That's my little bestie.
This would be in terms of the common term known as an alley-oop. This is probably the easiest slam dunk of his life.
Yeah, we could do that. I'm pretty sure it happened.
If there's a match.
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe not. We'll see.
All right.
It's just too much. It's just all. It's starting to really anger me. Like, what is this? Like, what is these little faces? He keeps making these little weird faces. It's driving me crazy. Like, watch this little weird face.
I'm pretty sure it happened.
If there's a match.
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe not. We'll see.
Yeah. He could have just said all that shit, but just played it straight. Like, you know, y'all mumble rap niggas, you never show emotion when you out there. Well, what's up? You know, I'm just doing type shit. Well, this would be a nice time to be a lot less all over the place and weird. Keep your body still, keep your hands still, keep your eyes pressed ahead. I'm not shook. I'm here. You ain't got to worry a thing about me. When you stand in front of a table, same type shit. I can't be moving. Oh, hey, how you doing? Okay, how you doing? How you doing? Okay, how you doing? How you doing? Hey. Look, I'm here now. I'm not shook. What's up? I'm not shook. I came over to talk to Janice, but Melissa, you definitely you made an impression on me. If it don't work out, if me and Janice don't get married, I'm coming back for you, girl. You know what I'm saying to you?
All right, so it is time to pop a balloon.
Yeah, pop a balloon.
Go ahead and pop one.
Have a night,
All
night.
right, so why was your balloon unpopped?
You know, she gorgeous. She pretty.
Thank you.
You know what I mean,
Appreciate that.
she's my type as far as stature. So anything else? I don't know. It would have been.
No, with the gorgeous, she's heard that before. You know, can you do a little bit more off it? You know, you kind of like this little sexy, lacy thing she got on. You know, it give me a good idea. Can you do anything with gorgeous? Or I mean, can you do anything with it?
Kind of, you know, to be continued. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And why'd you end up popping his?
He's very handsome. And because I had to narrow it down, I mean, the nose rings were the go-to thing for me.
Okay.
I like a more, I'm not going to say presentable. I don't want you to feel like there's anything wrong with your expression.
Oh, no, trust me. I know.
I'm sure that a woman who is into that would go right for you.
We won't talk about that, but I appreciate you.
Okay, look.
Thank you.
Try to give you a little encouragement.
I heard that shit. Nah, he gets points for that shit. Look, bitch, you said no. I don't need all this fashion tip advice. Shut the fuck up and keep it moving. I like. It's a little salty, but if you said no, I don't have to be Mr. Wonderful. I like to leave a gracious, like if I came up to her, but if it was in this show, you'd be like, no, I don't like your style. I don't like your nose rings. All right, cool. We can leave it there. We don't have to keep doing all this like, oh, some other thing. Then she want to sit there and say, oh, I was going to give you a little. See, sometimes they get too cute. And so I get where a lot of black men are irritated with black women because sometimes they do the most. Like, bitch, I didn't come on here for fashion tips.
All right, so we got our last guy here. Join us up here. Come on up. All right, so we're up here. If you have a final question that you want to ask one another, now's your chance.
All right, I know this is cliche.
Oh my
and
God.
y'all hate this. But where do you live?
I don't want to say where I live. I live in PA.
What's like Pennsylvania?
Yes.
Oh my God.
I'm from New York originally, so I travel there a lot.
I'm talking about, bro.
Where are you from? Where do you live?
I live in Atlanta.
Okay.
Who gives a flying fuck? You are in the same town right now. Think about the opportunity right now. If that was a deal breaker, why didn't you ask that to start and then tell her why? And there's no way around that. There's no scenario where she flies in to see you, or you meet halfway, or you take a cheap Greyhound bus that she paid for. There's lots of winning scenarios here. Can we be something new? Do we have to be bitch made? Or can we just say, you know what, we'll work it out. Give me the number. We'll make it happen. Well, who is it? Frontier? They got to have some $79 joints. Going to be uncomfortable. Basically going to be a seatbelt slapped to a pole. But, hey, JetBlue makes cheap bullshit. Niggas be flying JetBlue.
And I know this is a pet peeve of y'all, but I came up here. I kind of want somebody from the South, like a little Southern. I'm sorry, baby.
This nigga weird, bro.
No need to apologize. I was gonna pop it anyway.
Head on back.
You fine as hell, though.
You can head on
Thank
back.
you.
All right, well,
Nah,
that's
this nigga weird, bro. It's just weird. I don't like the way he's standing like he's about to blow over. And then he do the little goofy like walk back. It's like he's trying to be like something he's not. Like, it's just weird. Like, I don't know what's about. It bothers me a
You fine
lot.
as hell, though.
you can head on
Thank
back.
you.
All right, well, that's
don't
all
get
the
it.
balloons popped, but thank you so much for coming
I'm
on.
thinking the same shit too. I kind of like this guy. Like, yo, like, why did you? The other thing too, why would you pop a balloon? Wait, all that do all this goofy stuff. You can get these twins though, maybe not. And then I don't know. I'm telling you, bro, men are letting me down. It's been a rough year for the niggas in the 2025. You did all that goofy shit, and you passed on the broad because she's in a different state. This is fucking America. Where the fuck else was she gonna be? If you don't fuck long term, what was with all the goofy stuff? Why are you on this show? If you go on this show, chances are the bitch ain't gonna be from the same place you at. So how you gonna make it happen? That's what a winner would consider. You came on to be goofy. And then at the very last moment, probably gonna talk shit. Yeah, she wanted to fuck me. That's why. But you know, I wasn't feel. Come on, bro. To me, that might even be it too. I didn't want to get rejected. I don't know. We might have to come back and see. Let's do one more. That was just fucking weird. Let's see what they're looking like. I don't care for short hair. This is an interesting outfit. So, you know, just observation off the rip. I don't care for the sideburn type shit. I don't care for these tattoos. I don't know what the fuck this is. It's just raggedy. It's not my cup of tea. He might like it. They both look bad. But just rough. Like, we need some new shit. We need some gentleman shit. We need some good eye contact. We need a nigga with hello. It don't matter now. A nigga both lost his train of thought. Hello.
Hello. Welcome
Hello.
in.
What?
All right, what's your name?
Simone.
Simone, how old are you?
I'm 33.
And what do you do?
I'm a medical assistant. I'm in school for nursing.
Okay, nice. What are some things I could do for fun?
I love sports, so I love watching football, going to the games.
She got a big nose ring. That's gonna be a no go for me. But let's go ahead. Why not? Let's do a little. We'll do a little bit.
Okay, nice. And what are you looking for in a man?
Someone who is ambitious, sweet, a protector, provider, and someone who has a good personality.
Okay, nice. And what are some of your deal breakers?
My deal breaker, someone who is very combative and argumentative.
Okay, and then throw one in there as well. Where are you from?
I'm from Seattle.
Seattle, okay. All right, so we did get a pop balloon.
Okay.
Let's go on over there and see why they ended up popping. All right, your name and age?
I'm Joshua, 35.
Hi.
Hi, nice to meet you.
And Joshua, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
I can't stand this dude. This dude, I can't take it. I can't take it. This dude is weird. Can you imagine being a woman in 2025? Half the niggas think Tory Lanez is a hero. Other people are backing Diddy. You've got weird niggas like this dude. You've got goofballs. You got niggas with no class, no hygiene, bad breath. You got niggas who are trying to buy her pussy off with a lot of money or like regular nigga money, like 100,000. Why they think 100,000 is the barometer? Like, I'm sorry, but that's like regular nigga money. Like, it's not. It is at the top. Blah 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 of men, right? It's like what 11% go across six figures, but and I'm not saying I got all the money in the world, and I don't, but it ain't like you can tell the difference between a nigga who makes 70 and a nigga who do 100K. There's not a visible difference. Even the car is only going to be a step above the 70K nigga. But this is a lot. We need some new shit, bro. We need some new shit besides the traditional shit niggas that's going to manipulate in the long run and this bullshit. Like, we need some new shit.
It's just the makeup for me.
Okay.
It's beautiful, though. It's just the makeup.
Thank you.
And now is Joshua someone that's your type?
Yeah, he's cute.
Thank you. Did get another pop over here. Your name and age?
Kevin, 32.
We don't care. Let's see if we can get to some answers when she asks a question. Oh, he made it to the end, I guess. Let's see.
You know what I'm saying? Of course, beauty first, but I mean, you know, you're soft spoken. I like that.
Thank you.
You know, you come across as very soft. I don't have no more questions. Good.
I do have a question.
Okay.
So, what was your biggest lesson that you learned in your last relationship, and how do you plan on importing that into your new relationship?
This is always about her and her past relationship. You could do the math here and basically run this down quick. She's been cheated on. There's nothing new there. Stability would play here, wanting a new relationship. But I wouldn't sink myself. This is a brand new person. She doesn't deserve to know everything wrong with me in the first place. But I'm not going to sit here and explain all my wrongdoings to a random motherfucker I just met on the street. So I might say something like communication. Keep it light. You know, the communication could have been improved, but, you know, we here now. I'm talking to you, so it worked out. And, you know, I can't wait to communicate with you after this show. You know, keep it forward moving. But you could sink yourself with a bad. I may have strayed around in the past, like, and it's kind of what she's checking for, right? She's kind of checking for just one last little check. It's not a shit test. It's just another chance to show what you made her, really.
I would say not poor 100% from the beginning in a relationship.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry to say that.
No,
but
I agree.
I've always been that person that has been very personable and has always just looked at love as what it is. Like, I can see you physically. I can hear you verbally, you know, take you in mentally, and I might fall in love with you tomorrow. I mean, I'm a romantic, so.
Yeah.
But I would have to say, I'm not against it. You know, I am still for love, but I don't think that I would dive in first quarter. You understand? I would like to know who I'm dealing with, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It didn't make any sense to me, but okay.
Okay.
Joe, so I'm gonna ask my final question then. Is it a yes for you for her?
Oh, you gonna ask me first, so? Yeah, it's a yes for me.
Okay.
It's a yes for me. I'll
And
say
is
yeah.
it, all right, and is it a yes for you for him?
It's a yes for me.
We got a match.
Okay, well, let's see if we get some good looking. I'm not really feeling her. Oh my goodness. We get we might have a winner. We might be able to go out on a high note. Oh my god, this nigga just gets weirder and weirder. Like, what is he got a rap record coming out? Yeah, let's see. We might have something to work with. This will be our last one. Let's reset it. What are we looking for? Something new for her. Well, right by now I've seen my competition. It's pretty weak so far. Nobody's saying nothing. These niggas aren't even my comp. I'm gonna speak directly to her. I'm gonna play the shit straight up. I have certainty in who I am. I came straight. I look laced, new cut. I still look good. My back getting a little bit tired from the bullshit. I'm not desperate. I'm not desperate to get chose. I'm trying to listen. I'm gonna try to see if I see anything I like, and I'm just gonna act on that man shit, really. But something new for her. A man, certain of himself, not sensitive, not butthurt like Red Pill, not full of himself like the narcissist. A regular motherfucker, bitch. You want to go out or what? You look bored. You look like you need a good, solid motherfucker in your life. You look like you use something else real solid in between these sexy ass legs of yours. I like these shoes. They match your leg. They kind of match. It's a good color for her. I mean, that's just a straight up observation. It's not a lie, or it's not a compliment if it's real, really. You know what I mean? You know, like, oh my God, this brings out your eyes. Like I don't think I've ever said anything like that in my life. Complimenting the eyes is just too weird for me. Like, your eyes are they're so beige, they're so blue. You know what? But it's a nice color for her.
My name is Mai Julia, but you guys could call me MJ. But you pronounce my name Mai Julia, but you spell it Mai Julia.
Okay. So MJ?
Yes.
Okay, and how old are you?
I'm 30.
Okay, and what do you do?
Oh my
I
God.
am an independent contractor, but right now I'm working on my BSN to be an RN.
Okay, nice.
Oh
What are some things you like to do for fun?
I like to travel and I like to cook.
Okay, what's your favorite thing to cook?
Probably like marry me chicken.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what are some things you look for in a man?
I'm looking for a man that's very understanding, but also I'm looking for a shark, not a fish.
Oh.
I need the top of the rank.
Okay.
They're going to hear this wrong. This is tricky. They're going to hear it wrong. They're going to hear it high value. This is the problem with Red Pill. This is a nice example to end on. It changes the way you see, and I want to get with you on this one. It changes the way you hear. Red Pill's going to hear high value. I hear I'm looking for the top of a masculine type dude. I'm tired of dealing with goofballs. I'm tired of dealing with niggas just trying to get this box. I don't fuck with the athletes. I'm looking for that real. I'm telling you, about 70% of the women are here. 30%, do some things with them, right? Is it more? Is it less? It depends. It depends on the vibe you really get off, to my mind. If you're a very sexual man, you'll be coming into range with those kinds of people, picking up those kinds and giving off those kinds of signals. But if I'm Red Pill all the time and negative, I just saw this the other day. I'll give you a quick story. I was on a Threads, which is like the new X for like, I don't know, Democrats and black women who don't want to be harassed by the sweaty Nazi boys. Man. But the dude was, I think, what she say something about, I only want to date black men who date black women. Niggas just lost their minds in the comments. I'm like, okay, cool. Finally, black men will be happy. No. I have seen women praise black men outright. Black men, we appreciate you. We love you. Niggas in the comments, oh yeah, well, you don't treat us like that. Oh, that's probably that fake bullshit. I swear to Christ, bro. These negative niggas have followed black women around to get in their comments and get negative. And that shit lasts. You can go to Threads right now and look at someone's replies, and it could be all negative shit. You're leaving a mark of negativity. But it also means I'm going to see the world negatively. I'm going to experience the world negatively. And I'm going to hear negatively. And I've got to stop and say, number one, let's get these thoughts rerouted. I don't know what that is for you. Meditation, therapy, affirmations, yes and no. I think you can get too carried away with that kind of thing. But religion could be it. Talking with your mentor could be it. Getting tactical skills, talking with people and learning who they are and actually getting in there is going to be the best way to rewire your interactions with people. You'll realize everybody is just a regular dude. She's not amazing. She's not cheerleader of the year. She's just a regular bitch. He's not a social media superstar. He's just a regular motherfucker. Everybody likes to talk about themselves. That's it. Everyone likes to talk about themselves. You just have to figure out what key opens the lock. But then, what do I look at in the mirror? Do I like the guy in the mirror? Do I want to get him dressed? Do I want to take care of his body? Do I want that guy to look great? Or do I just not give a fuck because nobody likes him? And so now I don't like him. You ever met? I've been this. The world didn't like me, so I don't like me. It doesn't even make any sense, really. But if you get that, then you start hearing, okay, she's beautiful. She's going to hate me. Then she says, oh, hey, Russ. But yesterday she was super excited to see me. Today she said, oh, hey, Russ, how you doing? I'm like, oh, what the fuck? Maybe she doesn't like me. Maybe she does. Maybe she doesn't. Maybe she does. Maybe she doesn't. It's one of the bitches you halfway in love with before the bitch even says yes. Real problems. But sensitive, right? Sensitive is often, to my mind, the act of interpreting other people negatively with emotion, whether or not they communicated it negatively or not. A lot of losers hear in negativity. What's up with these shoes, bro? It's a very interesting color. Or what, you don't like them? Vis-a-vis. Oh, what these? Oh, you wish you had a pair like these. You want these? I might be able to hook you up. Shit, this is going to cost you $115, bro. I don't think you can pull these off. I don't know. I don't think you clean enough for these. I would never, this is where the shit talking comes in because I don't think negative. I don't hear negative. I don't see negative in the mirror. We talked about that last week.
Let them know, girl.
Yes, that's what I'm looking for.
All right.
I need a man that's a leader, not a follower.
All right. And now what are some deal breakers?
Bad hygiene. Mm-hmm. That's like top of it.
Okay, sounds good. So we did get some pop balloons. Let's go on over there, see why they ended up popping. Okay. Your name and age?
Joshua, 35.
All right. And Joshua, why did you end up popping your balloon?
It's the age. And she look like she been in Miami a few too many times for me, but she's not.
See? She didn't say nothing. She didn't say nothing like that. She does have maybe the BBLs, but I didn't need to make that jump. That was me versus me. Okay? I look like my shirt is made up of an old Indian rug. My jeans were for a guy who wears 5X t-shirts. And this New York Knicks hat is, regular. Cuban link $39.99 on Amazon.com. I don't need to judge her on anything before we get started. I like the way she looks. I approve of the way she looks. And now my sick, disgusting brain is thinking about things I want to do to her. It's thinking about how I would take off this stress. I think I would slide it off. I think I would take it off from the backside while I'm kissing on her neck. I think I might do that. This hair, it ain't hers, but you know something? We can make this work. Maybe I'll hike the dress up. It looks like it might be too long to hike up. You know what I mean? I don't know. I have to look at it. I didn't get a good look at it. You could bunch it up, you know what I mean? But you can get it off, but I don't know.
Nice though. She's a pretty girl.
Let's see. I gotta look at it.
What does that mean? She's been to Miami.
Cosmetic. The backside.
Gonna fuck up.
She's a little more plump.
Yeah, but yeah. I mean, if it stink, then sometimes those BBLs. But if it's not your thing, it's not your thing. It doesn't. It depends on me. If it's really poorly done, it bothers me. But
Look a little unnatural to me, but she's a pretty girl though.
Yes, she is.
A lot going for herself.
Yes, she is.
Okay. And now, is he someone that's your type?
He's handsome, but I don't like his outfit.
I'm telling
and
you.
His chain kind of looks fake, like it came from Temu or something.
I'm telling you, I don't like to be right. But sometimes I'm right. So it hurts. And at this point, since you talked about a nigga chain, you can go in on now. Now, if we're going to go to war, let's go to war. You know what I'm saying? Don't, it's the last bitch on the show anyways. I don't want motherfuckers thinking that shit is sweet.
And I don't know if it's just the hat, this jacket, the pants, and the shoes. It's a lot. It's just a bad combination. But you have a nice smile.
Thank you.
But also, I don't like how you have diamond earrings with the gold. I don't know if that's white gold or cubic zirconia mixed with, gold.
Yeah, it was kind of unnecessary out of her. I wouldn't have popped. I didn't like it either. As much as I like dudes to be gentlemen, I don't. Well, no, he did say that. He said, man, never mind. He said the butt hurt. He said the butt hurt Miami shit. Okay, yeah, he did do that. Yeah. So what happened here? She did go in. What happened? Because he was sensitive and bitch made, it basically set off her. Oh, you tired? You said I'm fake. You one of these fake bitches. She's probably heard a lot like that. I mean, if you a lot of times, if you just wouldn't fuck up, you'd be just fine. She likes the way he looks. We just needed a way better. We needed a makeover. We needed them 5 gay guys or whatever the fuck. Who is it? 5. I don't even remember what the show was called. I didn't watch it apparently. They always brought the gay guys in and women freaked out. I don't get it, but again, we need a way better fit. But then, she was feeling you if you did a couple different things here and there. She would have forgiven the chain. She would have forgiven the earrings. But the fit is weird, and you took it first. She looked like one of them Miami girls. Why don't you just ask her? Before I popped my balloon, I was just real curious, is the ass real or not? I ain't trying to be rude or nothing, because I'm not trying to shame you either way, just for my own curiosity. I did enjoy sneaking a little peek at it. You see what I'm saying to you? Maybe she turns around. You say, okay, cool. Well, you know what? Don't answer that question. I'm going to keep my mouth shut. I want the mystery. I want a mystery. I want to find out a little bit later. I'm going to find out a little bit later.
Yeah.
I got you.
But
Hey,
you're handsome, though. Nice smile.
hey, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey.
You're good?
Oh, I'm good.
Okay.
Hey.
Let's go here. Your name and age.
Brandon, 38.
And Brandon, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
Just the initial attraction. She's, she is beautiful, but, I'm just rather not say certain things, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you get what he's trying to say?
I do.
Okay.
I
But
understand.
but you look good though.
Thank
you look
you.
good.
I
No, you look really
appreciate
good.
it.
Nah, it's too late for that. It's too late. Just stand on it. You was going to be a douchebag, be a douchebag. Talked about that last week as well. If you're going to be a villain, do it to the best of your ability. Be Lex fucking Luthor. I don't want no halfway felons I'm trying to pray to God, hopefully he'll hold me down. Like, nigga, you robbed someone last week. Just be that.
You know, but I just, yeah.
Okay.
You know.
Okay. Now, is he someone that's your type?
He's
Oh.
very handsome.
Thank you.
But your teeth are kind of big, like your front teeth.
Really?
So yeah, and your shirt seems like a little small because your button is like popping.
So I go to the
So,
gym.
Yeah. That's
I didn't have a problem with none of his fit, but she's real prickly about and it's weird. Sometimes it's weird too. Like, if you was gonna do a little bit back of a little psychology in her, something happened with her body. Maybe the last brother was real sensitive about it, but very sensitive about this body. And then if you don't like her, she coming at you with the quickness. I don't particularly like that. As much as I like to be a gentleman, a gentle man, not a nice guy, a gentle man with the ladies, dainty, feminine, smaller, beautiful, sexy ass ladies. I don't really care for a lot of this, like, I need to clown a motherfucker on some unnecessary shit. Class goes a long way. I try to bring class and I expect class. So this, to me, I don't like to use the word turn off, but I'm not that. Again, attraction can be diminished or increased. No. I think the same is true for a woman. She might look good, then she start talking, you say, or she boring, or she just stupid as fuck, or she's way too material, right? Oh, he got to have the best. If he ain't driving a car over this amount of money, I can't fuck with. Okay, cool. Now she's less attractive. What? It's the same way for us. But just because she's beautiful, it does not mean that she's above the human treatment. I want you to see me as a human being. Okay, cool. Well, if you're an unattractive human being, fuck off.
good. I love that. I love an athletic man. But the shirt's still a little bit too tight. But you're handsome.
Really?
Very handsome.
Thank you, yeah.
You're welcome.
No, it's too late for that. Don't you hate when niggas do that shit? Like, nah, all due respect though. But you cool though. You cool. Like, nah, nigga.
Thank you. Let's go here. Your name and age.
McCann's 36.
And McKen's, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
She's gorgeous. She's pretty. Just looking for something a little bit more natural. And that's really all about it.
And is he someone that's your type?
No, he's not. It looks like you bite your nail bits.
Yeah, see, and she's just going too much. I don't need to hear all this negative bullshit. Did anybody keep a balloon? Okay, of course. Of course he did. Of course he did. He's a character, ain't he? Something to be said for that. I don't like any of these responses. Let's say natural versus non-natural. Like, what do y'all want, really? Like, y'all always want this 8, 9s, and 10s. I don't love the unnatural ass myself. Fake titties, I'm a big fan of those. Big fan of those. But the unnatural ass, I'm not a big fan of it either, but is it a deal breaker? Like, is it just like, I mean, because there's a lot of women with kind of like regular ass bodies. Like, if that's really your shit, you don't seem to celebrate none of that. You don't seem to say, okay, you know, shout out to the black women who keep it natural. Y'all sexy as hell. You don't praise the ones with the natural bodies. You don't really say that or reflect that. I see niggas always dumbing out over big tit balls and big ass and Coke bottle figures, or, real pretty face. Like, if she had a nose job, is you gonna be like, oh, that's a bridge too far and shit. It's a weird standard. Like, whenever I hear that, I'm like, is that really a standard? I don't believe that it is. But if it's your deal breaker, everybody don't work like me. Somebody like small and petite. Some people like, I'm just a real bitch with no makeup on. Everybody got their own tastes.
Atlanta, ain't no going on. Hey, I'm with it. Come here, baby.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that.
So do you guys have any questions for one another?
What come here, baby mean?
That's one of my favorite songs. You never heard it before? I know you heard it.
I for sure heard it.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, baby.
I was just waiting for you to define it.
Come on, baby. Are you doing a dance? So do it with me. Do it with me.
See, it's too much goofy shit. See, and you can tell, and this is why I knew, right? It's too much goofy shit. I don't really want this type of laughter. Okay. This kind of laughter with the fingers, I can't even describe what this laughter means to me. To me, it means you're silly and we don't take you seriously. This could be like ladies' night out, okay? I've certainly been this, and I'm entertaining and fun. Remember that one guy came up and he was dressed in a weird shirt and his nose was crooked and he was telling all them jokes. He was wild. I didn't feel him, but at least it was something fun. At least he came up. That kind of shit. You know what I mean? So I'm not feeling this. It's starting to feel insecure to me where I don't think I'm good looking enough or leaving that much of an attraction. I need to make up with it with this kind of weird, goofy humor. And it's a lot of women really respond to humor, but I'm not using humor as a device to get women. It's just naturally who I am, and I like making people laugh. I like to break balls and talk a little shit. That tends to go a little bit farther than just being a goofball. At a certain point, she wants the Rock who takes himself seriously. I just can't do joke. Sure, have a great time on a first date. Keep it light, keep it playful. But if I do all this kikiing and laughing, again, that's not who I'm supposed to be. And just because it plays temporarily doesn't mean it plays long term.
Stop playing,
Hey,
man.
big
Yeah,
mama.
You talking about you ain't been to Miami? We go to Miami next week. What you talking about?
On a yacht.
Now, is he someone that? Okay, calm down. Now, is he someone that's your type?
He's very handsome. I like his energy.
Okay.
He might not be my type, but I feel like he could grow.
What's your type?
He just keep making these and that's what I was waiting for. That's what I was waiting for. Watch this. This is what I was waiting for. I'll tell you. I won't even say anything. This is what I was waiting for. Sometimes things don't add up. And let's say he's just, so all his points, he got a little joke off. Let's give him a little points. But he's just been, but watch his face when he realizes she ain't feeling him.
Okay. Is he someone that? Okay, calm down. Now, is he someone that's your type?
He's very handsome. I like his energy.
Okay.
He might not be my type, but I feel like he could grow.
What's your type? Talk. You like to communicate, right?
I do like to communicate.
Then talk.
Very
Be transparent.
well.
What's your type?
See, it went. So, and I'll tell you what. And this, man, I don't know. Maybe I'm getting better at this or worse. This is a nervous face. Okay, this is a he's priced out nervous face. What do I mean? He got very aggressive very fast. This right here is a face that's like, yo, be careful, girl. Because he got very aggressive very fast. He's like, shit, we can go to Miami right now. You could, so he was feeling him. He was feeling her, excuse me. Remember we talked earlier about thinking about emotions? Well, something new for her is going to be an unemotional man. Most men, especially red pill, very emotional. Most anti-black women, very emotional. White guys, very emotional. Oh, she thinks she did. She for the street. She da-da-da-da-da. Sensitive, right? Okay. A dude that's just like, yo, what's up? I'm feeling you. You look very nice today. You look very lovely. This is a great color on you. You got some work done on the BBL. You know what? If it makes you feel more confident, I'm with it. I like a lot. I like a lot of food on the plate. You know what I'm saying to you? So we can make it work. You know, you look like you're taking care of the rest of your body. So, you know, I'm feeling it. Let's make it happen. Let's go up right now. Go ahead. Hey, my man, take this balloon real quick. Shit, we can get married right now. Let's go ahead and make it happen. Let's go practice making these kids. Right? Well, you don't have to say it all like that. I admit not everything was everything there. My point is to say, I would rather you just do what you need to do. But he rattled it off. Well, you talk. Well, now you want to talk. Now you stuck. Why are you saying you like to talk? It was 5 things right in a row. We can replay it. It was 5 hits right in a row that basically took us. Remember, he was kind of like real tepid and kind of goofy. But we went, this is a no-go now. Because he's been hearing this his whole life. That's my friend. That's my homie. That's the homie. That's the homie. I don't want to ruin our friendship. He was making all the weird faces. He was looking her up and down with the weirdness. And then, but it was all basically just an act because he's very insecure. Listen, not all things for all people. No reason for him to be this insecure. We went to the barber today. We worked out a little bit. We worked out the black matches. It's all this other stuff. Don't need to be salty. She said he was handsome. No need to be salty. But watch, he's just going to rattle off 5 things.
You like to communicate, right?
I do. He's very handsome. I like his energy.
Okay.
He might not be my type, but I feel like he could grow.
What's your type? Talk. You like to communicate, right?
I do like to communicate.
Then talk.
Be
transparent. What's your
Right
type?
there, right there. That was like 6 things plus the gestures with real attitude. It was all done in that fast. It was done that fast. He maybe could have circled the block on IG. Yo, what's up? I mean, we met on the show. I was just having fun trying to promote my business, but now we can get real serious behind closed doors. Maybe saved it along that line, but he's irritated now. He's angry now. We have this emotion swimming beneath ourselves. Remember, we talked about the number one rage, the emotion that men can feel is anger. It's the only one we're allowed to feel, anger, and we feel it all over the motherfucking place. He hasn't learned to deal with his. He hasn't learned to deal with this. Anger always covers up what? Hurt and pain. You ever notice a motherfucker you don't give a fuck about can never make you angry? Oh, you a fat Luke. Sometimes you ever seen some of these white motherfuckers and they start using the N-word and like black people just like, whatever, bro. Like we've heard it before. Like you look like a goofball. Look like you shopped at the return section at Walmart and you haven't washed your clothes in a week. You're not the superior one here. Right? But somebody else might draw like Trump draws the ire out of me, right? But I'm pained by some of the things he said in regards to minorities, the cats and the dogs thing, this recent thing, berating the South African guy, bringing over like 13 white motherfuckers from South Africa while you sent over 800,000 other people who are brown. That's caused me pain. That's caused me stress. Not a lot of stress. I'm not losing sleep over it. But I'm an asshole too, man. But that also causes my anger. So this comes from a place of hurt and pain. Maybe Chubby is a kid. Maybe the brothers, maybe he had brothers who got all the bitches. Maybe he had friends who was really great with women. Maybe he got his heart recently broke. Could be 1,000 things wrong. But pain is still here. And unless it's dealt with, it's never going to go away and it could be a problem. Even the brother, like everybody heard it. Like everybody heard things changed. Sometimes you're the last person in the room to realize what the fuck is wrong with you.
Your height's not my type, but your personality is my type. So I can't judge you off of your height. So I could work with that.
You can?
Yes.
Okay. Do you guys have any questions for one another?
Yeah. What are your religious beliefs?
I'm Christian.
You Christian? Okay, like I said, I'm a Christian too. I'm not in church every Sunday. You know, I try, but I'm big on religion, God. What about family values? And do you have kids?
I do. I have a
I don't know where he's headed with this. To me, this feels like he's headed for an out. Remember, he self-popped? That was the insecurity manifesting last time. It makes sense now. Sometimes the story takes longer to tell. All right? Got to get right with the guy in the mirror. Got to get it all straightened out, really. You know, it really is going to come down to, can I be the man that I have designed behind closed doors? We talked about me, I, we. The I that I want to be so that we can benefit and grow and be fantastic together. You know, great sex is not coming from my six-pack abs. It came from who I am in the world. But that also came with me versus me behind closed doors. Sexual knowledge, of course, but also competence breeds confidence. What I want for her, what I intend to do for her from a pleasure perspective. You have to provide value in the world. We want to know what every bitch is going to bring to our table. We exchange no value. I think it was Coach EO. He said value for value. Now, yes, absolutely. But I can't ask of her something I don't provide. That's usury. That's a scammer, right? I'm trying to get something valuable in exchange for something very cheap. Am I expensive as a man? Does it cost to sit at my table? Is it really going to be worth everything? You can talk all the shit in the world, but value is value. It's backed up every single day. Everybody wants it, and it's real. It's going to benefit her when she accepts and says yes. This is tricky. Conversation. Do you know what your voice sounds like? Do you know what your conversation style is? Do you know where you want to take her in the conversation? Do you know what you want to know? Are you intelligent? Are you articulate? Are you clear? Is there weight? Are you from the street? Are you like one of these suburban motherfuckers? Are you white? Are you black? Are you direct? Or you like to have a joke? Are you aggressive? Do you kind of chill in the cut? Do you know exactly what you want to say in the span of time in which you want to say it? Is there a rhythm to the way that you speak? Is there pleasure in hearing your voice? Or are you just talking to be talking?
son. He's 2.
Okay. Stepdaddy. I'm a good stepdaddy. No, but okay, I want to bring it up.
Shout out all my haters. I kind of like a hater nigga. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know where that comes from, if that makes me a bad person, but I kind of like a nigga that's just like, who is this nigga? Like, I be thinking the same thing. Like, this nigga is just weird, bro. Get me off this fucking show? I got no hose. I got no balloons. I'm sweaty now. I've been standing too fucking long. One of my knees hurt. This goofy ass motherfucker. Take him or leave him, bitch.
If you pop, I'm gonna be here. I bought a one-way flight. I'm staying till next week, and I'm gonna stay here until I find my wife. Mama, I'm bringing you some home. But yeah, I do have twin sons.
Okay, how old are they?
We could talk about it on a.
They're young. So do you start to see the cracks in the foundation? Again, and she's going to hear this the right way she should hear this, which is A, you're not proud of your children, but B, she's really going to hear there's a story there he ain't saying. So remember, we just talked about this. The new man, everybody leaves her with questions. I start doing my submission thing. You under my submission? You under my leadership? You belong to me. I'm the best thing that ever happened to you. If you don't do what I say, you got to go, bitch. Okay, well, is he red pilled? Is he like my last controlling motherfucker? Can he handle the fact that I just got promoted at my job? I'm getting my degree. Is he going to be in competition with my baby daddy? Because he sounds a lot like these old cats. I could be red pilled out. Why does she have questions? Because he couldn't answer this very simple thing about his sons or his twins. He's been doing all this goofy with the mostest. talking about I want to bring home a wife. It was all over the place, which a lot of goofiness does. And I've been goofy before. So I'm not casting aspersions or whatever. What I'm saying is it's all over the place, causing more questions. Let's say she was going to go on it. Let's say we're texting. Don't just talk about it, be it. Let's say she's texting me and she says, what are you getting up to this weekend? Now, let's just say we fucked a couple times, pretty good. And we kind of agreed to keep it going. We were having a great time. We said we was going to see each other the next week. She says, what are you doing this weekend? And I started on my goofy shit. Hey, girl, thinking about you and that fat ass of yours. What am I doing this next weekend? I don't know. It might be your lucky day. We'll have to see if you play your cards right. Maybe we can see what's happening. But I'm gonna be out there mixing and mashing, doing what I gotta do in the streets. Make it rain for you. I'm just out here having fun, living life how it's supposed to be done. You know what I'm saying to you? What did any of that mean? Is that better or worse than I'm going to be dicking you down against that wall of yours Sunday night, 7:30. Wear something sexy for daddy. Big daddy. Not just daddy. I don't like daddy. That makes me feel weird. But big daddy works. But which one hits home quicker? We don't need to play a lot of games. One, she knows exactly what's going to happen. She knows exactly who I am, what I'm about, what I want. She knows what time it's going to go down. She knows she's supposed to wear something sexy. I thought saying something sexy was vague too. She might have questions. Where does a direct communicator benefit? You don't have to like the narcissist bros, but you know why they get the box and you don't? Because they don't fuck around. They know exactly what they want, how they want it, where they want it, why they want it. That's been communicated to her. She has zero questions in her mind, and the deep dick is coming. Mister, you're welcome is coming. You get that Saturday text. So excited to see you tomorrow. Vis-a-vis. Well, I don't know. What you gonna be up to? I'm about to go out with my friends. Oh, that sounds what's up. Yeah, I might be down there Saturday. Maybe we can hook up or something. Too many questions. Does he like me? Is he feeling me? Is he being weird? Well, he just wanted to fuck. Why are we meeting downtown? Is he a stalker? Does he have friends? Did he actually have plans, or is he copying my plan? All these questions for the bitch. She needs that rock. She needs that man, not this goofy shit. This is where he's going to start to get priced out. And then he can't answer this question. More questions, and it's going to feel like lying to her. Honesty is going to play very heavy too. They're all getting lied to. We need a new man to bring some honesty. Honesty. Is he just looking for a sexual tip while he's in town? Honesty. Is he actually looking for something long term? Then that's definitely something he should share with her. I may not show it for my kids because I'm on the internet, but I'm not going to be goofy with it. And does this man seem like a father? He's over anticipating. This is something else we can talk very quickly. He's trying to chess match her. Let me get my pen back out. But he's playing chess with himself. His doubt, me versus my bullshit. Don't answer that question. We just broke up with her 6 months ago. She's not going to say yes. I'm sunk. So make up this lie about talking to it after a while. Just get to the final balloon thing because I want to smash tonight. Did she say any of that? She made a little cocky face, but she didn't say any of that. She said, now how old are they? And he got worried. Well, what was it, 4? 4 is going to get me fucked up. 3 is going to get me fucked up. I don't believe it. I don't know. Go ahead and make a smooth lie out of it. my children are how old my children are. It's gonna suck to feel this pain if she, and it's gonna be a little pain, maybe a pinch, I don't know, not a big deal. If she walks away, she was looking right. She was looking right. I might circle back. I think if she talked to a nigga, she gonna fall in love with a nigga. So I'm gonna hit her up on the DMs. I'm gonna shake her hand after the show. I'm gonna say, it's really lovely to meet you. You really impressed me. I really like this color. I'm going to hit you up later in these DMs. See if I can arrange for us a time to get to know each other for real. You know, that was just a show. I want to show you more. I want to make you smile for real. I don't want you to leave this city empty-handed. So, you know, go ahead and when I signal to you, you know, perk up and smile and talk to me for a little bit. I'm feeling you for real. Let me show you a great night. You let me do that? I want to have more time to go to work. Even if she says no, there's some opportunity. I think positively. Go out with class. She says no. Okay, cool. Go out with class. Circle the block. Not on some stalker shit. I'm just gonna see. Was it an internet thing, or can I create more attraction? Well, I got to do all this work because that's the way life works. Sometimes there's attraction that's instant. We about to rip each other's clothes off, all that bullshit. Not rip each other's clothes off. She ain't ripping off my clothes. That's a weird expression now that I think about it. I don't really want a woman ripping off my clothes. We both rip each other's clothes. Like, come on, stop. I'll take care of it. But if it's a hard no, see, she's kind of fucking with me. She kind of asking these goofy questions. So I'm going to spin because she's kind of being weird. Just get these lights off us. Let's see if it's not weird. Or whatever this is going to be.
On our date.
How are your relationship with them?
No. We close.
You present?
Yeah, I'm present. They my those my babies. They're my little twins.
Okay.
But but they are one though. They're one. But me and my the mother of my kids.
See?
Like I said, we co-parent well. It was one of them things, you know. It just happened. But you know, it's like I said, it's good support system. I was raised 2-parent household. Like it's good. So.
She gonna pop
What's the age of the twins?
or
Okay,
ask
for you?
questions.
Them being one?
Being one is kind of a little bit too early because I feel like y'all still have some type of connection with each other.
Who?
You and your mother's
No,
child.
I don't want to be disrespectful to her, but we don't.
The child's your
It
mother.
was.
That was
like
an
I said, it
even
was one of
worse
them
answer.
things.
That's an
But
even
we don't.
worse answer. No stars for these points. No, this is even worse answer. Sound like she left him, and I think we all can see why. Not that he's a bad person or nothing. It's because you don't do well or you do well. You know, the rap pill always like tries to make everybody into like winners and losers. Yeah, I mean, but if I don't fuck bitches, I'm not a loser on the scale of humanity. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a Nobel Peace Prize winning scientist, but my fuck game is trash. I'm not like, oh, why was he even here on this earth? And you don't get no points for having a dope fuck game. You know, no one buries you and goes, here lies Russ. He had dope dick. You know, bleachers of women crying and shit. It was so good. It'll be his dick has gone from the earth. His dick is no more. People all shook and shit. Falling out. I can't have the dick. No, that's my dick. Don't you touch my dick. Don't you hate when they scream and shout just to carry it on? I just can't stand it. Anyway, you know, it hurts. Loss hurts, but sometimes they be flopping on the ground and trying to claw at the casket. Like, I don't know. Everybody handles grief differently. Yeah. But you saw him just doing the mind thing. You see, now look at her face, because again, this is just, people call this a shit test. What is she doing? Does this face mean no? This face does not mean no, not necessarily. She's not saying go fuck yourself. She's saying go ahead and tell me who you really are. He could just say, listen, it didn't work out. Well, one is too young. You and your baby's mom, you don't seem that close. No, we co-parent together. And I'm proud to say that we're going to raise a great a set of twins. So, but we understand the difference between co-parenting and being in a relationship. And I didn't want my children to see us being either unhappy or faking it on their benefit. She's got to live her life and go ahead and be happy. I'm going to do the same. But the kids, that's a wrap. You ain't got to worry about that. They're taken care of. That's done. So now I'm here. You know, I think everything is an opportunity. You know, there's a void in my life for a beautiful, sexy lady. And guess what? It was right in front of me. You know, I like this color right here. It's kind of like a little mocha chocolate. You look like a whole warm glass of coffee. You know what I'm saying to you? So you need to, you and me, we need to get together after this. I think you could be missing, you know, a little spark in your life. And here I am. Have fun with it. Looking good today. What's going on, girl? You looking good today. Don't you worry about those kids. They're going to be great.
No, but like I said, we co-parent. Well, it's not like that. But we don't have no connection. We don't, you know, but I just want to put it out there.
If you're a man who makes at least 150 grand.
Like I said, they don't have nothing. You don't have nothing to worry about, you know, so. But like you seem like you know, you seem like from looking at you from, you know, I don't really know you. Like I said, that's why I said we could just.
Too much. You see the mind battling itself. She hasn't said anything. This happens a little bit too. You start looking into her eyes and finding doubt that isn't there. Maybe she makes a face or, oh, what's that face mean and all this. Now I'll do this with the main, you know, I'll sit there. She might make a face. Right? So what's that face for? What? Now, you know, when you made a face, you got that look on your face. Because she thinks very, you know, visually with her face. So, you know, she can't hide nothing from the big guy. But he's arguing with himself. Let her hold it and be done with it. I'm Tony. I'm a proud father. I'm feeling you. I'm serious about a relationship. The last one didn't work out. I don't need another mother figure. I don't need that. That's taken care of. So I came on the show to promote my business. Not promote my business, but I came on the show. I wouldn't say looking for love, but looking to meet interesting people and see if there's that actual chemistry with any number of them. Luckily, I think you and I will be great for each other. Oh, you're not supposed to promise all that. You supposed to. Did it sound like I said relationship?
Just go out, get some drinks, get some food, and we'll go from there. You know, but that's up to you.
Okay.
It's too fast. I don't think it's just too fast. Let's give him points for getting there. He got home, but he's kind of talking himself out of trouble. And he just didn't need to do that. I don't need to explain my life to you. You don't need to explain your life to me. I don't judge you. You know, women are far more judgmental than men. It's just the way things are. I think they have to be to stay safe. They kind of judge a bad situation before it starts. But I'm not going to apologize for living my motherfucking life.
It's up to you. You want to keep the balloon? I know you mentioned the age of kids a little bit.
What you do for a living?
You want me to say it again?
You just
All
said
right, look, I own the hottest party bus in Atlanta. Slaughterhouse Party Bus, you know what's going on. And then I do on the side, I subcontract for defects. But yeah, it's lucrative. That's cool.
Okay. Good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should we bring him up there?
No.
Oh, okay.
She tried, or let tried. You could kind of feel the air has gone out of the balloon. No pun intended. Yes, it was. But he talked himself out of anything with the negative mind, the negative presentation, the old way of doing business, sensitive, the goofy way. And I'll do you one better. Sometimes something worked in high school that don't play no more. Right? So maybe this shit worked in college. You know, everybody was drinking, you was just goofy, kind of yucked it up, had a couple more drinks. 2 hours later, you smashed. And now your daughters, you got twin daughters, you got twin sons. And she's got a business and she's trying to become an actress. So she's taking her life seriously. She just got out of a breakup. She's got side dick. A woman like this has side dick. So side dick's covered. Like, yeah, I just want to fuck. That's covered. A lot of women already have that too, by the way. Look, you guys are paying attention to the wrong motherfuckers too. I keep telling you all this stuff. Look, if you're going to be the side dick, then be that shit. But you better drop it off artfully. But not every bitch is out there looking for that stupid bullshit. Don't matter. I mean, I want a cheeseburger from McDonald's every day. It's neither good for me or available to me. You can want what you want. I just want the box. And she don't have to give you what you want just because you said that shit honestly. But he was too much. He's been a weirdo the whole show. You see how she put that together and she kept asking questions. Why? To let him sink himself. Was that a shit test or was she not sure about it? So she was going to let him talk himself in or talk himself out. Not as in win or lose, but in with her, the woman, or out with her, the woman. He did too much. He was too goofy. There was a vibe that was fun, but we needed a new man. We still needed man. A man knew what direction he was going with these kids. A man knew what he was going to take this question. He should have been ready for this question. If you've got weak spots, go on the first date with no weak spots. I just broke up 3 months ago. Okay, that could come up. I just got out of jail 7 years ago. That could come up. I am recently divorced. That could come up. How can I turn that to my favor to where I'm not worried about it? Plan to succeed. I didn't say lie, but there's a lot of ways to answer every fucking thing. Do you think I look fat in this dress? Fuck yeah. Are you kidding me? You know what? It's the wrong dress for your figure. I like when you wear the jeans with that red top. Oh, okay. Yeah, I do like that red top. Okay, thank you. Right. The man. No more doubt here. But there's ways to answer everything. He wasn't ready. You're going to go on a national television show and every woman was going to say, all you want to do is fucking bring babies into the world. You knew that was coming. You know women are going to be in different states. You know women are watching at home, so the fit's got to be correct. You definitely needed to go to the barber. You definitely needed to not fuck up. I'm just going to go on the internet and not fuck up. I'm not going to give away too much information. I'm not going to start no fights. I'm not going to be weird. I know this lives forever. I know my job's going to look at this. I know bitches is going to look at this. So I'm going to show these motherfuckers what I can do and act in a way that I can be proud of. Fuck getting red pill boys to like me. Fuck getting girls to be in my corner talking about he's such a sweetie poo. I just want to represent the motherfucking brand, the motherfuckers that made me. And I want to, hey, if y'all always shout your city out. I'm from Chicago. Okay, well then put the shit on the map and put it on your back because you represent Chicago. How you out here looking weird? But he's priced out. It happens. It does not mean you're a bad father. It doesn't mean you're a bad human being. I saw anger issues related to sensitivity. These are two common emotions for men. A lot of Republican mega cats, very sensitive. A lot of liberals, very sensitive. Ready to be angry at a moment's notice. Oh, you thought this way? I fucking hate you. We need a man who, what they call it, slow to anger, I think the Bible says. Well, that's a real thing. Like, I have that side, but you can't get me there very quickly. And I know how to handle it if you really make me angry. And I know how to handle it if you make me a little irritated. But she ain't no threat to me. She can't irritate me. She's just a regular motherfucker. I got 2 kids. I can't control when motherfuckers break up. I didn't want to break them up young, but it just wasn't working out. We found out pretty early on that while we were ready to be parents, we wasn't ready to be husband and wife. And so I didn't want to put the kids through that confusion. We still cool. We still talk every day. Or we got a plan for our daughters. I think we're going to have a great, successful lineage. But I'm also looking for a special lady to exchange a great time with. Great chemistry with. I see you looking at me. You know, we can make it happen. You just got to let me know. Just got to let me know.
She doesn't have a pick. If you want to go ahead and...
You got to get your pick. I don't
Give me your pick, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, go ahead and pop it. All right. And why'd you end up popping Hezbollah?
The kids' age, and then a party bus is not really, I feel like it's not going to, it depends how.
I don't do nothing. I sit back and let them do the work.
I understand that, but I want somebody like with a career, someone that's got something going.
All right, let's come on back. Thank you.
Yeah.
See, and we just didn't need to do this. We're laughing and being weird. We all know what she's saying. And what she's saying, really, she's trying to insult the party bus career. No, it wasn't, the logical turned on. I talked about this maybe, I don't even know, I think I did like 12 shows, but remember we said 1, 2, and 3, not her ass. But we got to get to the emotional door and then we can open up these sexual doors. Right? I want her to tap into her feelings about me. How do I make her feel? How does she want to feel? What's going on inside her that she doesn't understand because my presence is so dope? Her body's talking to her, but her mind is saying no, no, no. And she turns this off. Russell's got this. Russell's got the plan. I just want to live and be free for once. I'm having a great time on this first motherfucking date. I'm talking. The talking is easy. The laughter is easy. He's picked a great location. He came correct. I don't have all these questions. Question game is done. I just want to learn more and more about him and tell him more and more about me. We got a real connection going on, right? Okay, well, I can't do that when the dude, one, his life sounds messy, but he don't have a direction either. He didn't really seem to know what he was wanting to do either. Plus, he's got, of course, we saw negative. We saw some anger issues. It's okay. Men can be angry. A lot to be angry about in the world. It's a natural, grown emotion. She's not my mother or somebody I got to impress. But a lot of times women have a lot of negative. They see the world. Women have taken a lot of beatings. If I go online and look at the comments right now, I'm not going to. But there are going to be some people talking about her ass, talking about how she wanted a money nigga, talking about how maybe she was the ugliest one. She's going to have this guy creep in her DMs. This guy's going to try again and not leave her alone for a while. This guy just seems like he wants to go home. We don't have no problem with him. I like that guy. And this guy might try to slide up in the DMs too. All negative experiences. Why can't I find a good man? How come I don't get attracted to good men? How come Daenerys isn't calling me? What's going on with Russ? He's so boring, but he's got a lot of money. Why can't I get the good dick? But why is Daenerys the only one with the good dick? But here I come with my negative mentality, with my also questions and uncertainty about myself. We can't get together. We need somebody she can anchor herself to. I swear I do draw, but you know, there's a rock. She can tie herself to that rock. I have a lot of negative thoughts. Okay, don't worry about it. I got us. I know where we're going tonight. I know what's going to happen tonight. I know I'm going to leave you smiling tonight. I'm going to make you feel some things. I want to make you feel some things. I would love to make you feel ecstatic pleasure tonight. I would love to hear you moan in different ways and at different times in different textures. I want to be your small, dirty, dark little secret for the fucking night. You and I should get together. No expectations, but having a great time. But it ain't working out. The negativity caught up to us, and this happens. This has happened to me. I can't outrun myself, and I can't outrun how I actually am behind closed doors. My patterns are going to come out. I can't. You know, it's like they say, the body does not like secrets. The body physically repels secrets. So, you know, some guys with secrets, they have backaches, right? Or they have headaches because their body's like, I want to let this go. You ever notice if you get a woman on a first date and things are going good, she just like tells you shit she shouldn't be telling you. Oh yeah, and then I had pregnancies, and then I had this, and you know, he was this, and you know, he beat me and did all this in front of the kids. You're like, whoa, 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 whoa. Or she might say, you know, talk about her last thing, or, you know, someone close to her, or something happened to her or seven that always makes her cry. She's like, I never tell anybody that story. Oh my God, I never. Well, why? Because she felt safe, secure. She knew I wouldn't judge. But she was really relaxed. And when people finally relax, it's a power. The power to relax a person, especially a woman, because you're one of the few men in a long time that she can say the real her. She can get up to probably on the first date, what? Let's say she could get up to, I don't know, 75% actual her. That might be a little bit too high because you're going to be dealing with a lot of bullshit in the next 6 months that she didn't tell you about. But a regular cat, it's going to be real guarded. Might be just like 22%, right? Whereas you get 65% real hurt. And she's excited to show you more and more. This is what they're looking for when they talk about an emotional connection. I want to know. I want you to know all of me, and I want to know all the secret things about you, and I want to be granted a level of access, which is really what they're asking for. The access has to include some of the bad things. Now, getting carried away with that, yeah. Again, if you're talking leadership role, I don't know everything about my boss, and I don't want to because I want that motherfucker to lead. This isn't daycare, okay? We don't need to sit there and tell each other all the stories we can't. So, but she wants to increase, and the stronger that connection is on the real, it's just more powerful for her. Is this a first date connection? That is your decision. I would recommend absolutely not. But she couldn't get there because of who he was as a man. But it catches up to you. How you act, what you listen to is going to catch up to you. All negative. Sometimes it's some of that other stuff like, you're the best thing that ever happened to the earth. You're a man. You bless her. You change her life with your structure. Which I don't mind hearing that. Listen, it's the right idea and the right message to a certain extent. But if I get too carried away with that shit, I start walking out with my chest all out. And I ain't that either. Because I start to have negative thoughts about women. She's not worthy of me. She's not good enough to be with me. She's not, she's got to show me things in order for her to give, like, my time. Like, I don't understand how people talk like that. In order for me to bless her with this, everything that I am, she's got to show me. I'm like, then don't fuck her. Leave her with the fat ass and go, I don't know, fuck somebody who wants to work hard. Like, they always seem to have, you know, structure and leadership for a bitch that look real good. I'm not trying to be a hater, nigga. I guess I am. Real hateful. Real bitter. Apparently. But I'm not saying that to be negative. I'm really not. But it does take on a quality of superiority. You have to be very careful with superiority, because superiority always skews negative, and it's always about other people. I'm going to prove it to other people that I'm better than them, that they fucked up when they met me. They shouldn't have hurt me. I got to make up for this. I didn't get the girls when I was in high school. So now everybody's going to know I'm that thing, and I'm going to especially finally convince myself I'm worthy of the love and appreciation and the blah, blah, blah that I didn't get as a child. Typically is what that is.
All right. Well, that's all of the balloons popped, unfortunately, but thank you so much for coming on. I'll take this mic and let's make some noise for her, guys.
What a weird show. But we need some new men right here. We need new approaches to how we move as men. Don't borrow approaches that aren't working, and don't borrow tactics that, quite frankly, everybody on YouTube is doing, because I see and hear all the stories and see behind the curtain. Go on Reddit to start to see behind the curtain of like bad marriages and sexless marriages. You'll start to see a little bit of the red pill come in there. But it's all, you know, none of these niggas are happy. None of the red pill niggas. Andrew Tate, if it's so great to be him, why is he always yelling at motherfuckers? Right? It doesn't seem like it's a lot of fun to be this motherfucker. But it's all negative. And when you spend your mind in sewage all day, this is what you crank out. Right? You hear people my age, maybe I have 3 kids, 2 marriages, and I'm sitting there talking about what she's got to bring to the table to please me. Well, let's have a little bit more honest accounting of where you're at in life. You ain't everybody's, you know, top pick either. Relax. Take it easy. You're a regular motherfucker. She a regular bitch. Let's see what's going on with it. You do the man thing. Let her do the woman thing. See if it works out. But we need something new. We need some new gentleman shit. We need some new strength. We need some new clarity. We need a new vision for how we're going to run relationships, because the old stuff, they done heard it all before. We're all saying structure. We're all saying you belong to me. We're all saying all we care about is box. We're all trying to be really, really nice to her up front so that we can be regular douchebags in the back. We're giving her all these fucking compliments up front, and then we get 2 years into it, I don't make them compliments no more. I'm dropping off dope dick up front. 6 months later, oh yeah, well, you know, we just fucking, that's it. When I get to you, I get to you. She's had that before. Most women have done a sexuationship. Most women have done a situationship. Most women have had maybe a partner here, partner there type situation in dating. Some women have gone through the one night hoe phase, not all. But she's seen a lot of that old bullshit before. We need some new shit. Not based on an old archetype of what the patriarchy or whatever wants you to become. A man is a cowboy on a farm or whatever the fuck. Don't work that way. Life doesn't work that way. We need a new sound of a man. We need a man that knows technology, but is eager to keep some of those traditional principles, who wants to be a man. Everyone's gun shy in the Me Too movement. It never went nowhere. Don't rape and don't harass. Don't use your position to get her to fuck you. Don't send her dick pics and you won't have to be Me Too. Nobody gets fired. Although she asked me out, he's not allowed to ask me out. You're fired. That was inappropriate. No, it's always some weird shit. I took pictures of me Xeroxing my dick and I sent them to you in a file folder outside your fucking house with a bouquet of flowers, asking you what you bring to the table. What do you bring to the table to deserve my Xerox dick? We need something new. We need a new nigga that don't be in the comments all salty all the fucking time. We need some new motherfuckers that have the style locked down. Great eye contact, not stuttering. Don't need to win on this show. What is a win? Getting a bitch? No. If I don't vibe with nobody, I don't vibe with nobody. The win would be showing motherfuckers who the fuck I am for real. Being a gentleman, letting some of these bitches know real ones are still out here. Be the win to me. All right. We need a new way. What's all this negativity? That's old business. Negative about your past, old business. But real practical skills, great eye contact, hygiene correct, right? Hygiene, how you smell, face routine, beard, hair, beard gel, manscape, body wash, cologne, aftershave if that's your bag. Is this color palette right for my skin? All that bullshit, right? Shoes match the hat. Shoes match the suit. Decent watch. But then past that, what personality? Let's just go by what we've talked about. What's my number one flex? What's my number one flex? What's my thing? What does she need to hold if she don't hold nothing else? What does she need to hold about me that translates into real value for her? I don't need to be a fucking asshole because someone told me to, or a bad boy. I'm not going to be a bad guy, and I'm not going to be a nice guy. I want to be real. My number one job is to relax her. Step into this warm bath of Russell. Girl, ease your mind. I'll take it from here. You know something? You're welcome. Answering questions with weight, connecting them to me and her, connecting them to my agenda, connecting them to my plan to take us to a better place. Throwing her the compliment of a dope ass conversation with a real man. We need something new for her to experience. She's been with boring Russell and kind Russell, and Russell can't fuck, and Russell can't Russell talks too much about his money, and Russell's, six-pack abs, and he's 6 foot tall, and he think that's all he has to do is just show up and be glad for her to be there. She needs something new. What do you bring that's new in value, that's refreshing as a man in value, that she might not have seen before, heard before? This is how you should be thinking about all your conversations. Something unique, the way you talk, the way you answer a thing. You seen those people that they try to, they're good at mimicking another way, like Christopher Walken. He's just Christopher Walken. Robert De Niro, he's just Robert De Niro. There's nobody else sounds like that guy. Me versus my bullshit. I have to change the old way of doing business in my mind, the negative thoughts, the negative habits, the doubtful thoughts, the losing mindset that never plans to go anywhere, the high ego that doesn't want to work on anything, doesn't want to progress, doesn't want to learn how to dribble before we shoot. You know, what's up with the crib? What's up with the bed? What's up with the fuck game? What's up with the kiss? What's up with your fingers? How many ways can you make her come? Can you stack them? Can you stack sensations? What kind of games are you going to play? What kind of adventures? Do you have a package at least? Say, call it 3 nights long. First time we fuck, second time we fuck, third time we fuck, then you can kind of get to it. Or is it just on your bedroom like it was last time? Is it just in the bed like it was last time? See it, come back to my bed again, come back to my bed again. What's up with the toys? What's up with the music? What's up with the sex playlist? What's up with the lighting? Does the lighting connect to anything? What's up with the decor in your house? What's up with the moves that you're making in the motherfucking world? Are you a breath of fresh air, or are you just something old that she's seen before? Because remember, what did we talk about? Not only has she seen it before, she's heard it before. With a woman, they feel way more than we do. So she's felt you inside before. Have you ever heard a woman say, I don't know what it is, but I'm really attracted to him? There's just something about him. That's a feeling. When's the last time you could describe how you felt about something? How you feel about your father? So, well, you know, How you feel about your career? If I feel great, what's so great about it? Well, you know, just, you know, there's pride, there's joy, there's you know, anger at my haters, there's pleasure in when my downfall of my competition, doing the thing, there's curiosity with my vision. I keep saying curiosity is an emotion. There's maybe sadness that I wasted time my first year. Maybe I had to lay off a worker or two. You never hear about the non-successful businesses. Oh, our restaurant was perfect, and then that was more perfect. Everybody goes through the swells of emotion. So what emotions are tied to your success? But then again, bringing something new, being one of the few ones that she can look at and go, okay, he likes himself. Oh, okay, he likes himself, and he doesn't have to hurt others to do it. This is a very rare nigga. A lot of people like themselves, but they do it in order to say, well, I'm not black. I'm not broke. I'm not a pussy. I'm not a bitch. I'm not a loser. I'm not that person. I'm me. I'm that, not him. I'm me. Very few people can do, hey, that's that motherfucker's life. If he like it, I love it. I like how I move. I approve of how I move. I'm cool with how I'm doing business. I want to do better, even better tomorrow. And we just leave it there. That's a rare motherfucker, man. But that's that new shit that they don't see coming. What women are doing, and I start to see it's a mistake that they're making just a little bit, is they're shutting off and going, I don't need no man, I'm all done. I don't think their bodies are going to let them get away with that. She still wants to fuck. She's still dying to feel as a woman. She's still dying to put her brain away and let a man do some things for her when she sees him. This is my oasis. This is my relief. This is my release of my body, which is all an orgasm is. We talked about that before. It's just a release. We're so caught up in, I got to get the release. I got to get the release. No, you've got to build a great, powerful experience that caps off in release. You might have never thought of it like that before. It's not a good book is not the ending. Or it had a great climax. You say, man, first of all, it started off like a motherfucking banger, bro. But the characters, it was so interesting. And then they went on this crazy ass adventure. Dog, you got to read this shit. You don't go, oh, the ending was tight. Are you the man to do that? Or is that something that you look forward to planning and working on? Do you want to provide value in the world? Do you want to meet people in the world and leave impact in them? How many people did you impact today? How many girls did you smile at with the compliment that kind of lived in your eyes, or waved at her, or gave her the polite conversation at the coffee pot? How many dudes did you say, what's up, dude? How you doing? Or some guy you nodded to, or you talked to the cashier a little bit. What kind of weight and impact do you intend to leave this world? We're all watching TV shows, and we're all we're on our phones, and we hate everybody, and everything is bad, right? I get it. I'm the same way. But are you encouraging people online? Are you trying to learn online? Are you learning how the guy in the mirror works? Are you learning his weaknesses? Are you learning his strengths? Are you learning what could be a possible greatness for him? Are you exploring? Are you reviewing the things that you hate? But then the real practical work. What did you do about your past pain and trauma? I can pretend it doesn't exist, but I'm not stupid. What did you deal with it? Did you put it away in a closet? Because eventually that's going to make noise down the road. It already is. Or did you go there? Or did you take it there? What are you doing about talking to women? Did you wave it? Not wave. Did you smile at 5 women today? Did you say hello to 10 women today? Did you say, listen, I'm going to say hello to 10 bitches in this grocery store. I don't give a fuck if they look at me or not. And I'm going to compliment 5 of them. I'm just going to learn to get my mouth moving around women. I want to see how it all goes. I'm going to do that for the next 3 fucking months. You can take baby steps if you ain't ready to walk. I don't have a lot of luck. It's all terrible. I hate everybody. I don't know what to do. I have this small approach anxiety thing. Come on, bro. So we don't have to eat the whole apple. We can eat at the edges. We can talk to a mentor. We can sign up for programs. We do all of that, and I highly recommend any of that. If not, let's start off small. Can we review the hygiene and review the wardrobe? That's the first thing people see is our hygiene. And can we have a look in the closet and see what's in there? Is this stuff outdated? What can we do there? What kind of shoe game are we looking at? Have I cleaned and refreshed the shoe game? What kind of hygiene practices do I daily do as a routine? Can we at least review the small shit? Can we make eye contact basically one of the first commandments? Can we make masculinity the meat in the fucking sandwich? Can we turn that into a big ass fucking steak? Can we grow that masculine essence within ourselves and quit bragging about how dominant we are and quit worrying about how dominant we are over bitches and just being that motherfucking goddamn masculine fucking dude? Can we work on that thing? And then when we go out in the world, we're already that. And then when we interact with women, that's a skill that will be far easier to learn and far easier to seek up with the version behind closed doors. I worry sometimes about some of the things I hear. Some guy gets pussy. He calls up, I'm struggling, da-da-da. Okay, call her and do this. And of course, they help him. They're experts in the field. It works. And then I'm always like, okay, but now he's got to fuck her. Now he's got to take her on the actual date. He hasn't thought about anything moving forward. And then there's me versus me behind closed doors. That's not an easy conversation that can be eclipsed in the thing of a phone call. Can it be learned from somebody online? I don't see why not. But you're going to be doing most of the heavy lifting anyway. There's real expertise out there. There really is. And you should seek to be an expert in your field that you want to really be good at. If you don't want to learn, then you obviously don't really give a fuck about sex and sexual pleasure. This probably explains your results with women. You don't care about exchanging sexual pleasure. You don't even care to exchange conversational pleasure. Fuck a mouthpiece. I want to hear about that. Oh, you got the mouthpiece. Do you actually like delivering pleasure for that bitch's ears? Or are you talking at her to get some pussy? Thank you for being a man. This will be the last time you hear me, anyone say it. I've changed my stance on it. We should be thanking men far more often. I think I will try to do something about fathers. It might get a little deep, the honoring of them, but also some of the things that they might have left us with that were negative. They weren't perfect men. I wouldn't be a perfect for my child. I know I might leave my child with messed up stuff. But you can't be your father. You can honor him. You can remember the good lessons that you taught you, but eventually he would want you to be your own man. He would insist that you do that. He would insist that your brain, because your brain often does this, you seek approval that's not there anymore. Like, what would my father like? What would Pastor Jones like? The number one guy in your brain's got to be you. You're now the de facto father figure in your own life. You're the person you have to oppress. You're the person you have to improve of. It's a responsibility most people abdicate. It's called accountability. Nah, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. Nah, it's like you're still lying to your dad. Who took the cookies? I don't know. I think he was over there. Why did the bitch leave and cheat on you? Oh, because she a hoe. She a hoe. She modern. Had nothing to do with the fucking. Nah. Had nothing to do with you. You was lying to her. Nah. You was fucking a bunch of hoes. Nah, never that. Is that the answer you honestly approve of, or are you ducking your own approval? Do you approve of your actions as a man? I approve of this podcast. It has been a pleasure talking up a fucking storm. I hope the audio is way better than it was last time. But be something new for you, but also for her. There's so much hatred for people. There's so much anger for women. There's so much anger for people. And I'm not one of these like, it's all about the love. Because I hate a lot of y'all right now politically. But you fucking Trumpers, I'll tell you what. But I don't think negatively about the direction of our country forever. I don't move that way. I refuse to move that way. Black people have been through way too much to sit there and be, oh, it's going back. It's so terrible. We'll figure it out. It's not going to be pretty, but we'll figure it out. But a bunch of sexy women came on the show, and we got 4 or 5 guys here standing here looking stupid. They're going to take this and they're going to go and say, okay, cool. Did I approve of how I acted? Well, yeah, but they were bitches and I didn't get no chances and it was a setup and the girls on TV and I was nervous. And so it's not really again, you're making excuses to the only person that matters, which is yourself, which means you making excuses to yourself means you do not value your own approval. If I sit there and said, you're fat, you don't work hard, that would sting unless you actually knew how hard you worked. Accountability is like a job for like 1% of people. Like, I don't think accountability is something people should actually really try to I don't even know, aim for all the fucking time, because no one really takes like true deep, like, yo, I was a monster fuck up. I'll never make up for that ever again. Most people can sit there and go, yeah, I fucked up. That was horrible what I did to her, and I had to learn from that. And, she bounced from that. I do feel bad about it, but, I'm a good father. But, no one really just sits with it. Like, yeah, she should probably hate me, and I understand why she does. And just sits with that shit. I would say, but, I learned it. There's always a but. People very rarely can live. And I think it's a mental device, too. You can't see yourself as the villain in your story. That's okay. I don't think that's a bad thing. That's just a mental device everybody's got. But the ability to say, okay, who actually approves of what I'm doing? Is it my dad in my head? Is it my mom in my head? Is it my pastor? Is it some guy on the internet? Sometimes you can tell guys, you're kind of asking approval of guys like Andrew Tate. Oh, I should be making fun of her. She's this. She's a modern woman. Oh, what did he do again? Oh, he said she's for the streets. Okay, I'm going to make fun of her and tell her she's for the streets. And then I'm going to go back on so-and-so's website and say, okay, cool. Yeah, I had to check these bitches earlier. They're all out of pocket now. It's hopeless. Everybody bigging me up. Oh my God, you're the man. You're the man. Fueling more of my negative thoughts, more excuses for why I'm not winning. The red pill is just, when I tell you, somebody said something and I just wanted to cry. They said the streamers they're not for people my age. He said the streamers is for the young ones. The young ones are the only ones who have time to watch them. So some fucking 13-year-old sits with Kai Cenat, or whatever his name is, for 13 fucking hours. I talked to my person in my family about this, and I said, people don't really watch these 24-hour like things that he does. They were like, yeah. I was like, well, what if he has to get up and go to the bathroom? There's like actually people, oh yeah, they'll be talking. Like, but that's young kids watching. So if they've got the wrong role model, this red pill shit, I don't even know what it's going to be mean. I can see the gap growing. Women are just like, okay, we went to therapy. We're going to grow up a little bit. We love our careers. We love our freedoms. And all these red pill dudes are going 1951, 1951, 1951, 1951, I just, you don't want to evolve. You don't want to provide no sexual value. You don't want to be a dope motherfucker. No. I got money and that's it. And then I provided. And that's what my dad had to do. So that's it. Okay, you don't want to like learn how to talk to her or communicate, new sides of yourself or discover new sides of yourself as a man. No, fuck that. I got it figured. No, I just they're just okay, cool. They're not changing. You could force them to go back the other way, and I'm telling you, they will hate you for it. Nobody wants to be told the last generation had way more freedoms. Oh yeah, back in the day we had porn and you could do whatever the fuck you want. Okay, great. I'm gonna go talk to my trad wife, Stacy. We went to high school together. I get fucked every 6 months. Nobody wants to talk about sex in all these marriages. Some of these women were killing themselves. They said suicides in women went down after feminism. It wasn't what all you thought it was. They lied. And a lot of people, if you give them 30 years, and I don't want to go too down the well for this because I got great long marriages in my extended family and my parents too. But a lot of them cats, they condition those goofy bitches. Shit wasn't always sweet. So what I'm saying is it's okay to seek a new way of doing business. Keep the fundamentals. Learn sexual value. Learn how to exchange pleasure. Learn the beautiful nature of a great flirt. A great flirt, it's almost like she didn't even know it happened, but you could tell it really made her day. That's a great flirt. When it's not clumsily done, you're so beautiful. But it's just like, it can just be so, it's a nice little compliment. But it's just for the sake of her. It's just exchange of pleasure. just flirting with her because she's cute to you. I don't think I've ever heard a woman say I hated that. I hear a lot of women say I wish they would flirt more. Right? Just that little light shit. How you doing today? How are you today? I'm doing better now. You look very lovely today. Oh, thank you. That's very nice of you. Again, I'm not saying that to get nothing out of it, but the honest compliment, the honest observation that I make, and then if there's something that you see, sometimes that even she doesn't see, letting her know that men view her as a man, not on bitterness, not on just, hey, you're a piece of pussy to me, but like, yo, I'm digging you. I think you're sexy. Just as a straight up and down man. It's very rare. I don't know who's doing it. I don't know anybody on the internet who's doing that. And that's okay, because I don't think life is just the internet. Same niggas telling you to go outside want you to listen to them on the internet. Not everything is going to be solved from the internet. Not everything is going to be solved from a book. Not everything is going to be solved from listening to your mentor. Eventually, it's going to be you and your experiences, but are you coloring them in with that negative, saddled, non-approval, questioning, unprepared, poor self-standards? Think about the number of men who are saying, she's got to cook and clean, she belongs to me in my program. And then even, there are times that I've taken a raggedy picture on the internet. I'm like, whoa, what were you doing? Like, this is how you chose to represent. Because I don't think about it that heavily. I don't I don't really give a fuck about social media. So, but hang on. Jesus. Has something come down the wrong way. But even I don't. My mind isn't where it's supposed to be. So again, I could be seeing the world through that horrible, negative, horrible women-hating mind. You hear people get turned out of the red pill like a year. They say, like, I listened to it for 6 months and I was hooked. I mean, if you can hook it that fast, you can unhook it that fast. But that would be 6 months of nothing but positive learning, humbling, ego killing, accountability, self-approval, self-standarding, consistent, conscientious practices. That's a lot to ask of one man. But it's a lot like these bitches that get these degrees and go to therapy. Their standards raise because they have worked to raise their standards for themselves. I pushed myself in therapy. I pushed myself to deal with my emotions. I lost the weight. I figured out that it wasn't my fault he was cheating on me. Okay, cool. Well, now this man has got to come to play and be straight too. And we got dudes sitting around going, I don't have to do nothing, be nothing, because I make $75K a year, or I make 110. I'm a high value man. I work out at the gym 10 hours a week. So I'm every bitch's dream. That's not enough. It's the comments I leave on the internet. It's how I conduct myself on the internet. It's how I look in the street. It's how I view my body. It's how I look in the mirror at myself. It's how I talk to myself every day. It's the applications on which I work on my voice, my look. When I talk to women or talk to people in conversation, do I stare them dead up, or are my eyes all over the place not communicating clearly? Does my voice and my thoughts have weight? Do I imagine and envision a successful future? Have I articulated to that myself that, writing it down or speaking it out? Or some people do a vision board. That really didn't work for me. But it doesn't matter what worked for me, what works for you. I could get into specifics. I don't want to. I should. I'm going to start doing that a little bit more often. But if this is the way forward, we have to point it forward. Something new, a newer, better version of masculinity. Never just the old homage to the old thing. They don't make movies the way they used to. Well, there's a reason. The cameras changed. Audience attention span changed. Ideas changed. The norm changed. There are different things to talk about. There were different mediums to which to communicate. There were better ways to say a certain thing. This actor wasn't there. This producing and this machinery wasn't there. The money wasn't there. The thing fucking changed. Well, you move forward or you keep running around running your mouth about Alfred Hitchcock. The traditions and the standards and the fundamentals never left. Everybody influences everybody to take it forward and make it better. We can be better. We can be something new for ourselves each and every day as men, which ain't no easy fucking thing. It ain't no easy fucking thing to be a man. But we also could be something new for her. I got something new for you, girl. I got something new for you. It's not the Pineapple Show. It's your boy, the DR.